Oh no. I don't have distance on, do I? Fuck. It's an apostle. Ooh, got more boys jumping in. What do you mean you can't do that while warping? Fuck off, game. Did I just make a bookmark? Did you guys see that before I landed? Holy shit. Classic game. Let's see. This. Archons and apostles. And some dick bags who don't know how to fucking take the bridge. Don't want PL. I want personal. Date. Shit, no. Warp 2 within 100. Is my ship warping? No? Warp 2 within 100. Can't I do that while warping? I'm not warping. At CCP, please. Establishing warp. Okay. Okay. There we go. More zealots incoming. Definitely more Panfam. Huh. Weird. I don't think I warped to that one. I thought I warped to the other one I told you to. Did I not? Did they make my bookmarks wrong? At CCP? Um. Oh shit, they did. Fuck. Yeah. have a D4 perch? It said D4. Wow, let's see. You need 8 probes? Weird. Why do I need 8 probes to make a bookmark? I made a bookmark where I landed. Super weird, but that is okay, I suppose. No, I didn't make a bookmark where I landed. I made it back a little. Okay, sweet. Alright, here we go. I don't think... That's the Simi anchor. The Simis. Maybe? Yeah. Looks like Simis from Pandafam. Yeah. Am I moving? I am not moving. Game? I am moving. Apparently no. Yes, no. There we go. Game, am I working? Let's hope for the best. Stop. I don't think I have... Oh, okay, good. I do have capsules. So we can see kind of where the capsules are. So we're going to turn off this thing right here. I'm going to keep it on my screen though. So initiative is shooting, it looks like Horde. Oh geez. Yeah, looks like the Horde fleet. NCPL fleet up here. Obviously shooting NC. NC are the only ones to shoot. Is this Fraternity? Fuck yeah, I called it. Fraternity being shot there. Logi kind of keeping far off. I don't know how far away they are from each other. Looks like a solid distance though. What up, Morbulus? How are you? So you can see that. Ooh, there are initiative dudes here. I wonder if they got booshed or were attempting to warp in somewhere. Or maybe they're all going for that scimitar. Yeah, it looks like probably a boosh. God. This is lagging my computer and I am not even playing right now. The one thing is with a triage on grid. Alright, so initiative kind of committing that. It's really strong. Assuming it can land reps, armor kind of gets the disadvantage in tie-dye because they land at the end of the cycle versus the beginning. Cool, fun logi fact that like everyone knows. We got jackdaws here. Smart bombs. God, there's so many fucking bubbles. Hey, kitty. What? have my air conditioner on so my cat hides in my closet because the air conditioner makes noise. It's also cold, but I'm roasting. Hi, how are you? Pretty kitty. She's just sitting there staring at me. She's like traumatized from me taking to the vet this morning. Little brat. Let me see what IGE has. IGE has 360. Ooh, a lot of initiative. So Zealots, a couple Guardians, sitting on a Titan. I'll pop that up for you guys so you guys can see it. Oof, right there. So this isn't much. Can I descan it real quick? So if I do scan. Yeah. They have 20 Zealots and like 3 Guardians. Dude, they're just like zapping these nerds. The Horde. Are these the Horde Logi? Wow, that's super rude, dude. What is this? Yolandi. May you rest in peace. Too bad the Horde Logi's not near the Pandafam Logi. Or the PL&C Logi. I should have posted this. Oh, that was 100% not what I wanted. I almost linked you guys the entirety of that D-scan. Is this initiative or goons? Goons finally make it? Maybe? Legion? Sax? Yep. There's the goon fleet. So goons landing. I'm guessing that it was probably somewhat scouted because you can already see the PL&C nerds kind of moving away. It looks like, based on those reps, that Panfam's not... Oh, they might be getting shot, but it looks like they're kind of splitting reps to try and rip some of these little guys. God, fuck. Nope. I don't know where you're looking, game. 1,000 in local. That's not what I clicked, but thanks, game. Holy cow. Not only is like the game buggy, but the UI is super fucking buggy. Wow, 200 in C, 200 Horde, 200 Goons, a little more than 200 in it if you include Init family. A shit ton. I'm gonna turn this back off. Initiative nerds ready to come in. There's a couple Titans sitting on this fort. They also have carriers and apostles. So I don't think LA is within range. So if they drop caps, I don't think anything can be done. Stop them. What's this dude doing? He's in my alliance. Oh, he's probably catching up to the FC. And some of these nerds spawned around the gate. So if you look, initiative's still like right around the gate. So Horde was sitting in the middle of the fleet, and now they're just like, nope. Initiative is now turning on the Panfam Logi. What a shock. Let me guess. Are they shooting the anchor? Looks like they're shooting the one right up front. Yeah. No, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe they're shooting the second one? What dickbags. Classic hack fleet, though, am I right? You have a lot of attacking sort of sabers, keeping these folks on grid, though I don't think they're going to bail. I mean, I guess they could. There's the Archons. There's the Archons jumping. I don't want to do a D-scan here. So where are the Archons at? Oh, they're warping? Landing? Or they're off-grid. By off-grid, I mean not where I can see. You know, if the UI worked better. Ah, so the reason they probably did this, right, because of the Sino. Sino would have just gotten blapped down below. So the Archons are gonna, they're either gonna stay there. Oh, they might. I actually don't know if there's a Fortizar structure on this grid. I don't think I see one though. Do you guys see one? I don't see one. Yeah, so they're just out in space. So if these guys bubble them, first of all, that'd be. Oh no, those are jackdaws. What the fuck? Okay, so flycatcher, saber. If these guys go down and bubble them before they can warp, that's gonna be really annoying. Because then they can't warp down. They're gonna have to send their fighters, and we all know how great fighters are. It looks like some of these nerds got caught with bubbles. Right, so when the Horde or the Goon Fleet was warping in, some nerds went out and bubbled. I don't know if it was Horde. I think this is a pretty good representation. Simi's still being shot. What a shocker. Shot by the Init fleet. Is Goons in Sacks too? Yeah. So I think we can see them. No, they're in Sacks. Those are missiles. So we can't really see if these guys are being shot. I'd assume they would be, right? Can't see. 40 kilometers. These guys are really close to me. It's gonna be annoying if I get killed. I still see a Titan bridge up in IGE as well. So a lot more zealots coming in. This is the benefit with the defenders, right? They have all this stuff in staging. Super easy for them to just reship. This is also why you should never pod within fights. You pod in fights, bad guys can come back super easy. So we have the PL Munins, or I say PL NC Munins, PL NC Simis. Wait, yeah, Munins, Simis, Hordlings. What are the Hordlings in? No fucking idea. This game's buggy as fuck. Or a Hugan and a Hyena. Those are definitely core ships. Oh, they're in Munins as well. Munins and Simis as well. What are these nerds? These Feroxes? Yep, Feroxes, Slice, and the friends. Then Init Jack, not Init, Fraternity Jackdaws. Yep. Initiative and there's Zealots. There's the reinforcement fleet coming in with the Zealots. I have to go back there. And then the Condi, the Goonie, Sacrileges. You have miscellaneous bomb. That's super neat. Looks like probably the bomber just died. Local still climbing. Not much more than like 100, 150 from when it last spiked up when goons came in. But it's still climbing. I wish I knew what sparked this. I knew there was IHUBs coming out today, but I don't know how important those were. Or how contested they would be. MTU. Evictus Morior. Good job, bud. Make some bank off of these nerds. So I think these Simis are just like, fuck it, and they're burning away. Which was 100% my tactic last night. Let me look at my ship. Look at my ship. I somehow have this sweet ass particle effect. Cool. We're gonna do look at my ship game any point today. There we go. Nope, we're scroll wheeling over here. And we're gonna double click up this way. Thank you. Piece of shit, dude. Like, honestly. These nerds just barely avoided me. Holy cow. Claymore. Who are they shooting at? They're shooting at the anchor? Dude, Defizzle is Dre Frizzle is fucking owning. He's been shot at this entire time and he's still alive. So he's getting shot at. You can see that, and these nerds are still repping other nerds because these nerds are getting shot too. Was it Horde warping out? No? Are they getting shot? Is it? Oh yeah, Horde's warping. No, that's not Horde, is it? Yep, that's Horde. Balin. I wonder if these guys are, because they're not tackled either. I wonder if they're getting ready to warp. This guy's getting shot. Opeth. The Munin that was lagging behind. These guys are lining up. Dude, this dude's probably like mass overheating and shit. Fucking MVP. Then who are these guys still in here? Is this Horde too? Did the Hordelings get left behind? What the fuck? This poor Opeth guy though. You see how he's getting primaried? No way in hell is he gonna probably catch reps. These guys, if there's some Logi there, oh, maybe these are the Logi. No, Munins. I was gonna say, if this was Logi, they may be able to rep him and catch him, but definitely not these Simeons. Or at least to the point where it'd be worthwhile. Yep, there goes the warp. Dude, I hope that dude fucking lived. Shout out to them for like not killing me. Also, look at this effect. Right when they warp and it still shows the particle thing still hitting them. These combat alts, combat probes. Yeah. What's up? How are you? Benny Lopax. How have you been? Alright, we're gonna look at the gate. We're going to very carefully look at this gate. Look at the gate. Alright, and then we're gonna swivel. I don't think we can see the fighters. Hold on. So what was probably happening is they were trying to send fighters down. Good checking in on the old game. What do you like what you see? Yeah, there's where all the fighters. Massive swarms of them. Looks like they were probably going for the Horde guys first, which is probably why they bailed. Oh, they're probably still going for the Horde guys. Holy cow. So what they have here is a Sino Inhib. So that prevents hostile caps from dropping them. Imperium versus Legacy. No, this is Imperium versus Panfam. So the blues are Panfam. Technically allied with Legacy, but I didn't see any Legacy fleets here. I do know Legacy brings bombers down here sometimes. You don't miss tie-dye? Dude, I don't blame you. I'm only functioning with a camera here. And it is beyond infuriating just for me. Look at that. So, I don't know who won the BR, as in like the score, but Imperium is obviously holding the field. I wouldn't be surprised if the fight was over, but I'd be really happy if it wasn't. Mostly because we can see some PvP. 2 front lore, yeah. So there's some. So this is in Fountain. So, right, so initiative stages from Fountain. So Pandafam's attacking from Fountain. So that's one front. And then Legacy versus Imperium, or goons, mostly, on the other front. So that's down in, like, Catch. What was it? Catch, period bases, Quirius. Like, period bases, Quirius for the, like, defense. And then it's been, like, Catch. Mostly Catch, and then, like, Stain, I think. Which is kind of confusing, because Stain's not really that great, I guess. That old chestnut. Yeah. Is that like a common thing? I feel like there was a, what was it, a two front war not too long ago. Alright, so these guys are recalling their fighters. Oh, they're warping out. I think. So, conquests are good fights this time. It looks like a good fight. So I think they're warping out to here, which should be their faction for it, yeah. You see the Sino there. I thought this looked like a good fight. I don't know because it's an extreme freaking tie-dye. So for all I know, these folks were like attempting to PvP and brawl it out and it just sucked. So I'm assuming we're gonna stay here. What sucks is these guys are starting to recall fighters. Now they're just kind of suspended here. So when they land, they have the ability to like, what is it, the warp recall, and have them come back. Yeah, that's probably what they're doing right now. They're warping out. Oh goodness. Maybe not. Maybe that was like a command stuck at mid warp. It's kind of weird. I don't know. This is why I don't really like carriers. I have a super carrier, but I am just like not a fan of it. Sounds about right. Heck yeah. I'm watching IGE, which is initiative staging. They could bring in some reinforcements. There's still more zealots here. This looks really fucking good. Looks like subcap warping. I don't know if they're gonna start actually warping subs off. If they're gonna stay here to cover these carriers. If the subs warp off somewhere, I'll probably follow. There, you guys can see it pretty easily. You were in the casino at World War B. This war I am calling Vietnam because one of the PL guys called it Vietnam, and I thought it was funny because World War B2 doesn't really sound like that great. Like, I don't know, no one's really come up with a creative name for this. Watch my cat. Still see fighters out. These poor carriers. I wonder if the carriers, what happened was the carriers got like a fleet warp. But I don't think they, I would hope they wouldn't be in the same fleet as like these nerds. Give them time. I mean, I don't know, you gotta, like, people always talk about old wars. They're like, we never used to name wars. And then they're like, yeah, the Fountain War. And I'm like, that's a really shitty war name. Or like, the Halloween War. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm assuming the Fountain War was in Fountain. Imagine if all fights were named shit like that. Like, no, thank you. Okay, so those fighters up here are disappearing. Looks like they're being called. Oh my gosh. Pro God Legend and a Bifrost. Anyone wants to join my jam? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. This is why I live for this chat. There's only so many puns, yeah. I mean, the funny one was like the anime war, which was kind of like just a meme war, I guess. But the fact that like everyone hyped it up to the point where you had like PC Gamer talking about an anime war was like kind of fucking hilarious. Like that's what I feel like names should be. Like you just make up the memeiest name. Dude, look at this poor guy. The poor Munin. So the bubbles are stopped. Right, so what would be smart here, right? You see all these pods? You don't fucking pod them. Take notes. Because what happens when you pod them? Like, they go home instantly, which is 2 jumps away. Then they can reship and come back. You have, what, 10% tie-dye here? Okay, 13, whatever. And so the countdown for a 2-minute self-destruct timer is atrocious. So you leave them in pods. Yeah, slow boat home, exactly. It's always the fountain. Ooh, is that fleet warped? Oh, it looks like they're warping up to the carriers. Looking for the faxes that were on grid. Yeah, there's one. Why don't you have one guy in fleet who's potting everyone like a Desi with 9 guns? I mean, you could, but it becomes completely pointless because all it does is aid the enemy, right? Like, the worst is when people do it in the middle of a fleet. Like, you have some Munin or whatever, like Ferox or whatever DPS ship that's wasting all of their alpha to shoot a pod instead of the primary. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, do you really want to be doing that right now? Looks like something's happened. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're warping to the carriers. Oh, initiative warped out. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here we go. So, initiative warping out. This is extreme lag, right? One bubble down, hick point up. Shoot the carriers. So, carriers, like, normally people would be like, oh, I don't have to worry about carriers. Just a bunch of subs, like we have subs. But carriers and caps, I guess caps in general can't tank that much anymore. Are these guys nuding? What are they doing? Right, so they're launching bubbles to kind of hit these. And if you look, so they're repping these mobile inhibs. So what, in theory, I guess it depends if they care about the mobile inhibs. Um, oh, they pinged back. What the fuck? That was so fast. Who is this? Oh, okay. These are Imperium. Just an alpha all? No, because then they go home faster. Can develop so you don't need tie dye. Yeah, I think that's more of like game code though, right? Like you would need to completely redesign Eve's game code, and by the time they did that, everyone would be like, "Why can't we shove 15,000 people in this system, CCP?" But if you look, locals at 1,400 now. That's pretty significant. It crept up like 300 while I was blabbing about dumb shit, probably. I don't think this was. They must have come from a different system. Because I don't think they were initiative, so they must have been someone else. Killing pods of the own fleet? Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I mean, you could. That's actually pretty smart. Or, like, use your drones, right? Because if you're, at that point, if you're having to rely on drones, who cares? Oh, are these. Did the carriers warp back? Is that what I just. Oh, okay. I thought it looked like a carrier. Ooh, some are jumping out. They're bailing. It looks like tie-dye is so slow. It looks like these pods, or not these pods, these bubbles are right on their own thing. Must be a point at capacity will strip population. Oh, will outstrike. Yeah. I mean, you would hope so, but as long as people love this stuff, they just keep coming back. If you notice how chill chat is, by the way, it's probably because I have half these alliances blocked. So I don't read their shit. This guy's better be super fucking hyper focused. Oh no, these guys must have landed on a carrier. Okay, I thought this was a carrier fleet warping, but I'm bad. Sorry, team. So now these guys are gonna have to burn. It looks like a way, probably with the dictors coming in to try to keep these guys bubbled. Yeah, there's the other dictor bubble. Oops. Ooh, a bunch of carriers jumped out. There's the simmies. These tracking disruptors I don't think will do too much. Because it's pretty close range. Fuck my life, dude. IGE. There's more zealots in IG. There's also a hero and a thrasher. Okay. Like, there's so many pilots you can get in space at some point. Do they have a test on some new server architecture? Yeah. So they were testing out Aether Wars, the Hadron Aether engine, which is kind of like cloud. I want to say it had something to do with the cloud computing engine type stuff, which would have been like amazing for attempting to overload it and like, I don't know, having it balance out with more like processing power or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But they didn't really. I don't know if they announced the results or if it was like super good or whatever. I don't know. So if you look, you can see pods here. I think something exploded up here. Oh, that must have been this guy. Who's this? Oh, the broadsword. Dude, that hick. Just burning for his life. Still got caps tackled. I don't know. I'm curious as to why like half the carriers warped off and they didn't just stick together. And that seems really fucking stupid, but what the fuck do I know? Carmine Chocolate is the enemy of the people and a traitor to the revolution. What revolution? You don't have any stupid ass revolution. Oh, how are you? I don't even know how to say your name. I'm gonna try it. Ready? Crab. Did I say it right? Aw, broadsword rip. No hick. May he rest in peace. Are these two separate fleets? I'm assuming they are because of the way they're moving. Yeah. So Munin fleets. So this is the PLNC one because I can see PL nerds in here. The Simi bros. Wait. Those are Horde Simis. Are these PL Simis? I have no idea. This is awful. 1 FPS fight. Yo, welcome to EVE Online. You think it's bad watching? Imagine playing. This is a test is next. Yes. Notice how I scrolled and then my entire game just shit itself? EVE Online. There's a dev blog today. They're like, yeah, really excited to announce these new things. And all I want to do is be like, fix the servers. Where's my reinforced nodes? So they dropped another Sino inhib. Alright, so it'll be about 50 seconds. 50 seconds in tie-dye time is, Jesus Christ, I don't know. Isn't that like at least, yeah, that's a long time. At least 25 I mean, it says 50 seconds, so yeah, it's 25 seconds. Do you mean 25 minutes? I have no idea. I don't know how it works. Well, if it's 10%, like how long is it 1 minute and 10% tie-dye? Is that 10 minutes? I don't know. There's no way that would be 50 minutes. There's no way. Let's just say it's a minute. That was 5 seconds. So it took like 2 minutes for 5 seconds. It's at least 25 seconds. Alright. Let's see if these. So there's two fleets. I don't know where those simmies went. They like ran off field. Oh wait, what's this? What are all these blues down here? You guys see that? Holy shit. Who the fuck are these guys? Oh, it's Horde. Okay. Wait, did Horde simmies go up here and then Horde... What? No, okay, 2 Horde fleets. That's probably it. There's the PL fleet. PLNC. Munions. Oh, those are Simi pilots, aren't they? Apo, may he rest in peace. What is even going on? Dude. Tugfard? Oh my god, that's such a rude name. So they're fighting, I'll say initiative dropped carriers. Some of the carriers warped off. The attacking forces warped on top of the carriers, so Imperium landed on the carriers. I think initiative initially, that was really bad, warped off. They may be back now, I'm not actually sure. Yeah, here's initiative. So initiative actually finally came back. Do I have a D-scan with local? So it is at 1800 now, and my camera's fucking shitting itself. Shout out to the game. Game, thank you. Thank you. Right, so initially started on the gate. I don't know why it started on the gate. I think there may have been like a timer. Whether it be, I say timer, like it could be like an IHUB that they were trying to fight over and like got, cut off here, and so they had to fight, or it could have been a Fortizar. Fortizar. I think because there's a faction Fortizar in here, and I know it gets reinforced quite often, so it could have been that. Could have been any of the other. I think we've been reinforcing Anthenors and IHUBs and all this other shit. Alright, so if you guys want numbers, D-scan. Right. So largest was Condi, so I'm guessing that's at least 2 fleets. Initiative. Oh, test. So test is here then. I'm trying to very carefully scroll without dying. Yeah, no problem, William. Pretty sure these carriers. If these carriers are stuck here, especially with, I would say now 4 fleets of attackers, there's definitely a chance carriers are gonna die. However, I don't know if it's smart to shoot carriers when there are subcaps on grid. I would show you guys the overview bracket I have with fighters, but everything might die. Like, my computer might just be like, no, and just crash. In which case it would suck. So we're just gonna watch here. So it looked like PL initially came out and then looped back around. Goons are here. Probably trying to circle in on these guys. Or these guys, actually. Initiative coming around here. Obviously you have the fighters able to do shit as well. I don't even know if I can say the bubbles are hostile or friendly, because I feel like everyone's gonna be bubbling. These might be Hard Knocks nerds because we have Hard Knocks orange. Yeah. So these are Hard Knocks bubbles. So Hard Knocks must have a wormhole near. Hey, there's Loroseko. Tell Loroseko hi. He's a good lad. Think CCP need to do more investment on server improvements, the same server performance regarding 10 years ago. It's gotten a lot better, Spolia. But yeah, it's definitely worse. Like, the worst part is, right, so we have 1800, which is not, like, in the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot. Like, if we were seeing, I would say, like, Titans and Supers dropped, granted, regardless of how feasible that actually is in this circumstance, like, we'd be seeing, like, 5,000 people here, right? So you have everyone's subcaps, everyone's Supers and Titans, everyone Apostle Alts, all these Dictor pilots, right? But like if you think back 2 years ago, which was what, UALX? Like, yeah, this kind of sucks. Like, you have 1,800 people and it's 10% tie-dye. Like, I don't have a dog in this fight, right? Like, my character is sitting cloaked somewhere else. Is your husband playing too? I don't have a husband. Unless you were talking to someone else. Initiative is at, or not initiative, geez. IGE is at 2:30. You guys want to see IHUB staging? Wait, look at IHUB staging. IHUB staging, ooh. Has nerds stuck at home. Oops. Sorry, team. IHUB's only at 400, but I'm guessing that's because a lot of these guys are here. So so if the blue guys get potted, they can't catch up. Well, no, now they can. Initially, when the first fight happened, they couldn't catch up because the gate was being guarded. So this was one of the fleets that warped off. If you remember, the blues warped and landed on these carriers. These guys are just now pinging back. Boyfriend, no. Hello, yes. How do I join my space guild? We have recruitment being closed right now. So that's initiative zealots right there. So what are these initiative guys? Are these more zealots? Mutants. Oh, those are goon mutants. Okay. My bad. They just have like this one guy out here. But what you see... Okay, was that a hit? Okay, that was a hit point that went up. Oh my gosh. I thought that was like a... Boosh. Give us a new D-scan. What do you want a D-scan of? Do you want a D-scan of local or a D-scan of thingy? So 1k people in local are here to hit on you. Sorry, you don't want to cross the line. Why would they hit on me? They're literally here to PvP. This isn't Tinder. Just give us a D-scan of G. Like, you're like, wow, who are all these random, like, neutral alts in this fight? I can't click my buttons. There was William Weiss. You have seen in all before. Yeah, William Weiss is a good lad. Directional scan. Okay, team, we're gonna see if we can do it. Look at all these capsules, LeMayo. This is a good PC, by the way. Okay, we're gonna do A, C, new scan. That was, I copied and it didn't copy, guys. C. We're gonna click again. It's not, well, I don't know what my camera, I'm not clicking anything. Game? What are you doing? Game? Nope. I don't know what you're doing. Okay. Secretly, it just wanted me to change my camera angle. Good job, guys. Who's this? Is this November? Is November, is this you? No, it's Gaz. Gaz, what are you doing? You're not even anchored, dude. But if you look, the, Goon Nerds. Ooh, there's something jumping in here. Dreads! Fuck yeah, here we go. You guys ready for dreads? Alright, we're gonna zoom in on this shit. You wanna see carriers die? So if you look, the dreads are like... I don't know if this angle's right, but the dreads look to be on top of the, Yeah, I can't do a copy. Sorry, dude. Gazargo, yeah. Fucking rip, dude. If you look, some of these guys are in my corp. How convenient. Now all they have to do is click the siege button, and then you click the shoot button. I'm trying to see, like... I want to see how many there are, but... I don't fucking know, dude. The moment I click scan, this entire thing's gonna break. Okay. Do Control A. Control A. Did not work. Ooh, carriers. Right, so you got dreads. You got carriers here. So the dreads, I'm assuming they're cap dreads. I guess, to be fair, they could be haw dreads. Or, yeah, they could be haw dreads shooting subcaps. But I'm gonna assume they're cap dreads, mostly because carriers, I'm guessing, are better at probably shooting subs than non-haw dreads. Oh, yeah, one down. So what you're gonna have happen is carriers are probably gonna try and kill the dreads. Subs are probably gonna try and kill the dreads. You can't really rely on... If you look, they've been like... Looks like they've been potting sabers and stuff. You can see the saber pods up here. But they can't really reliably start potting sabers. There are at least 6. Because We dropped at least 6 dreads. Did I get a copy? Fuck, dude, it didn't work. What if I right click? Never mind. Classic EVE Online. We're gonna close this. I'm trying to think. Can you build carriers to kill dreads? Or can they only really kill subs and it's super carriers that kill dreads? I don't really know how it works. This might be fraternity nerds. It's tie-dye copy. You gotta wait for it to get on my clipboard. Okay. Fraternity. Alright, so the fraternity jackdaws have been here for a while. There's the Pandafam guys still getting shot, or at least tracking disrupted. I don't think tracking disruptors really do much on a dread, especially in siege. Ooh. Those were a lot of links. Recon, so looks probably like... This is probably Horde. I do know test guys were here. They might be right here. I think we'll die if you shoot it hard enough. Very true. I mean, like, the most efficiency thing doing the shooting, though. For reference, the character I'm sitting on is my dread alt. So you will definitely not see me in a dread in this fight. This looks fun as fuck, though. I'm kind of sad I'm not in it. I figured I'd start streaming when I got off work, because then I'm going to be my talk show tonight. So Jackdaw Fleet by Goons. Locals at 2,000. I was going to say 2000, but 2,000 is obviously the correct word. So there's another Sino Inhib. Right, so trying to prevent more folks from coming in. Imagine if you uncloak, you warp your dread on grid live stream. I'm like, I drop a mobile depot and I just start like refitting. I'm like, hey guys, it's me. I think it's obvious I'm not in a dread either. So if you look, my ship is somehow aligning towards that capsule. I did not tell it to align to a capsule. At all whatsoever. I clicked on a capsule, but I did not tell it to align to a capsule. Where's my ship? We're gonna go this way. Video buffering? Dude, fucking rip. That sucks. I don't think I can change it either unless I like downgrade my stream stuff because of the way Twitch works. So here's where it's going to be super important, right? Like this is where tie-dye is like super critical. So for those who haven't been in tie-dye fights, like I get it, it sucks. But this is where it becomes massively important, right? So you have 10% tie-dye, everything's laggy, like everything's laggy for me, everything's laggy for these guys. So what you'll have happen, right? You'll have a subcap FC, so that everyone here, you know, has a subcap. Like I don't think there's someone individually in a dread or individually in a carrier without also being in a subcap. So what's gonna happen is the FC is gonna broadcast, right, for either side. I'll say both the attackers and defenders. So the FC is gonna broadcast the target and be like, subcap, shoot this. The cap FC, whoever that may be for either side, is going to broadcast a different. You're the chat FC. You're gonna tell people when to shitpost and when to not. But then the cap FC will spam another target and they'll say shoot that, like, right. So Pandafam forces are gonna say, hey, shoot this carrier, and then, you know, the subcap guys, like each individual fleet is gonna say, hey, like shoot this Munin, this Zealot, this Sacrilege, and vice versa. The carrier FC is gonna be like, hey, shoot these guys. And then these sub FCs are gonna say, hey, you know, like the Jackdaw FC, the Zealot FC are gonna be like, hey, shoot these Munins, these Feroxes, these other Jackdaws. Like, you're gonna have like multiple FCs within multiple fleets. And then what you have, especially like with some of these, right? You could have like the carriers. There's like 20 of them or whatever it was. So the carriers could also be technically in the same fleet. What is this doing? Oh, but the carriers could be in the same fleet, you know, with another person, or like with another FC, and they're gonna call over, the subcap FC. You can be shitpost as will, at will, yeah. But that's where like tie dye helps because otherwise, do you know how fast like normally when you're in a munin fleet and you're shooting targets and shit. Now then you're also doing that with a munin, and then maybe you have like another subcat like a dictor, and then you also have like your dread alt or your carrier alt, and you're like trying to fucking juggle all this shit, mass chaos. Like we've done these. I think it was back in Cash, and I remember like screaming at my people like, you need to broadcast, watch your subcap, you are dying because you can't just win by caps alone or by subcaps alone. You have to work together, right? There's more stuff coming in here. Looks like maybe more carriers. Ooh, somebody just died. Broadcast for upvotes. Yeah. But that's where, and I think a lot of people forget that. Like, yeah, tie-dye sucks, but tie-dye makes stuff like this somewhat possible because it gets mass chaos. So you hear about mainstream news doctors who have COVID but found out they lied about it? No, I haven't heard that at all. This game looks fun. How do you sign up? So I have a link below for a referral link. You can sign up via there and try the game out. You'll get an extra 1 mil SP, which I believe is like a couple weeks at least training time. It's pretty critical, especially when starting out. Let me pull up that link for you. Copy and paste it in chat just in case you're on mobile or whatever. Look at that boom. Those caps dying. Do you guys hear my voice? Oh, I don't think you guys can hear my voice. Because I have it muted. Bless. You die extra slow. Yeah, that's two. Cap just died. Look at that boom. Dude, there's so many bubbles I can't even see the boom. I saw a boom out here. Some nerd. Yeah, where are the hack fleet munins? There's a couple of them. The blues, the dark blues, are in hacks. Besides the obvious, like, nerds and dreads. But yeah, civil. If you want to use that link to register. And then if you like, you can, go to Omega, which is using the subscription if you want to do the subscription model. Otherwise, you get to try it for free. It's free forever if you never want to upgrade. So that's always nice. It just kind of limits you for like how fast you train and a lot of the skills and ships you can fly, but it's a good way to try the game without feeling stressed about needing to sub. Like, I won't say just not drop a Titan and AoE shit out of that ball there because it will probably be like shit canned. Right? So like, let's say initiative, right? Initiative Titans in range. So let's say initiative drop a Titan. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, solo kill all these dreads? Like, that's just a disaster. You know? Especially now. So CCP did some like HP, EHP changes. So a lot of these ships aren't as tanky anymore, right? So yeah, there are a lot of dreads. Yeah, there are a lot of carriers, but those things can die. Everything on field can die to subs. It goes faster if you bring caps, but they can all die to subs. You're a disaster. You'll fight me. What's your phone group brought? AHAC is planning to rely on EWAR because it's not going to work with heavy tie-dye. So this group is Imperium almost always bring the tie-dye tracking disruptors. Not tie-dye, crap. They bring EWAR. 1v1 me in local. No! It's laggy. Pitts is talking smack. I know we all wanted a big ass fleet fight, but if Goose could leave now, that'd be great. Yeah, everyone's like whining. It's 2K, yeah. 2100. Who's that, Balin? It's these nerds. November, you're in the fleet. Shouldn't you know this? Munins. So Goon Munins. Look at my team. These are my guys. My fleet. If I were on this fleet, this is where I'd be right now. I'd show you guys my ship. You're at work? What the fuck, November? Yo, like, remote in and just be like, I need to move my dread. You need to sign a... Just undock and jump, dude. You can do it. And tie-dye, you have time to use... See, right here. It's tie-dye. You have time to use the bathroom between volleys. Like, that's how slow it is. And that's why paying attention to your fleet, paying attention to your caps and subcaps, and multi-boxing is pretty critical. Right? Like, if you're just one person in this fight, you are 1 out of 2,000. If you bring 5 characters, you can contribute to DPS, to Logi, and to, like, a Saber. And then some of these guys can be contributing dreads and carriers as well. Uh, from both attacker and defender side. It's kind of sad that CCP, maybe not CCP, but that the game and the meta of the game is around multi-boxing, but multi-boxing is such a powerful tool. And it's super amazing with how they do it within the game. The broadcast for reps must be messy, yeah. That's why, and like people give me shit sometimes. They say that's why they're, but that's why you need a Logi FC. Everyone's always like, why would you have a Logi FC? So there's another capital dying. That's a capital explosion. But so when you have like Logi FC or Logi in their own sub channel, everyone can kind of, first of all, they can have different watch lists to make sure all the links are covered, all the sabers are covered, stuff like that. But then they can also do things like lock three different people and say, okay, this person's dying, rep this person, or oh no, now they're holding, like hold your reps or whatever. Since you parted your server, you didn't even know it was Tuesday. Yo, it's Tuesday. People really ask, dude. Some do, Dusty. Which all the alliances I've flown with rely on multi-boxing, so that's why you want Logi FCs. But if you're not multi-boxing, right? Like if I am, random line member like 300 or whatever, like, and I'm only focused on my one ship, I don't need someone to tell me what to do. Because in theory, if all the Logi fly the same way, right? Like you have Logi classes or just people who like vibe well together, they should all know who's getting shot and how to rep them and this and that. Whereas other folks don't, right? Or they're multi-boxing. So I'm on my Logi and I lock up three guys. And I'm like, okay, none of them are getting shot. So I alt tab and I'm like on my saber pilot and I'm flying my saber, trying to bubble the bad guys and not feed. And so then somebody can say, hey Rain, like rep this dude. And I'd be like, oh yeah. But chance of every Logi pilot being competent and slim. Sometimes I'm like really impressed. I've flown with a lot of fleets where like Logi were really good. Last night I was Logi FC or not Logi FC. I was Logi Anchor, and like Logi did really well. We kind of got somewhat shafted. It felt like enemy sacks were just volleying through our links. It was a tie-dye fight fest as well, but it was amazing. So what's the outcome here look so far? Well, one goon fleet, the goon Moonin fleet warped off. It looks like um, this group of blues is pushing off this group of reds. I say looks like because it's 3D and I'm obviously looking at it from a 2D angle. Some crazy dude shot a clerk in Tacoma for making him wear a mask. That's crazy. I would hope it wasn't you. What the fuck? You see a bunch of carriers right here. Um, and then there's a bunch of dreads right here. Whoop, that's another carrier dead. Maybe? Yep, that outside carrier. So then there's a bunch of dreads and then a bunch of carriers here. So it's just gonna be like this shitfest fight. You hate the idea of a Logi anchor, at least compulsory anchor? What do you mean? Why not? Logi anchor is good, especially with the hack meta. But got to anchor and Logi anchor has other priorities. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that was one thing I took me a long time to learn with Logi anchor. Was that when I am okay? So here's the Moonin fleet coming back. Here's the Goon Moonin fleet. But as Logi anchor, you literally don't do anything besides anchor. Like you are not doing target calling. You're not talking to the FCs. You're not calling reps. You're not repping anyone because you are so focused on anchoring in the situation that you cannot do anything else. And that's kind of annoying, but it also feels really good when you're anchoring and like you can hear your Logi, like your fellow Logi saving people, and like the FC's like, Logi, are we holding? And they're like, yeah, we're holding FC or whatever. Like that's really nice. Plus, as Logi anchor, I also I always try to bring my Logi into like whoring range. You have the same color scheme as Bjorn. Where get? Oh, this is the classic pizza overview. So it is from When I Am in Space, and that is why both Bjorn and I have it because we were both in pizza at the same time. It was awesome, and that's like one of the reasons I never give it up because I love it so much. Because it's pretty unique. I can share it. It's in my in-game channel Fedorable if you ever want it. It includes the super cool tab called What the Fuck, which removes drone brackets and trash brackets so you can see. It's 1 a.m. now, you gotta go to bed. Next time you should plan this fight earlier. Sorry, Morbulus. To be fair, if it was earlier, I couldn't stream it. I literally got off work, I like went and got some water, went and pet my cat, told her hello, and then I sat down. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And then I started streaming. Yolo's an asshole. Rip. The one time you decided to unanchor and save someone, you saved him and got back to anchor. But you got kicked from fleet for unanchoring? What, really? That sucks, dude. You guys have to move another time zone? Yeah. Or you have to change your sleep schedule where you like nap and then you stay up super late and then you nap and like nap before work. So if you look at this repositioning, so I think these guys repositioned here to kind of give pressure to these folks. I'm gonna pretend I know what I'm talking about, but I'm guessing they repositioned here to give shit to these folks. Um, I'm not quite sure how important that is or if it's good. I don't know what this guy's doing. This poor dude all the way out here. Like, what the fuck, bro? Cap stable PvP? You're in a revelation. I don't know if this guy got bumped so hard. Uberman schedule. Oh, nice. No supers aren't. No, as far as I can tell, should do. There's no supers. I do know. This is within range. So LTAC A is within range of IGE. So if initiative or I would say maybe if goons move supers, but I don't think goons have moved supers. I would be really impressed if they did. Like if they're moving supers right now to try and counter drop, but I don't think it's worth it for these carriers. This is 2 gate jumps from IHUB. Yeah. Well, the thing is so IHUB doesn't have attacker supers. All the supers from Pandafam are in wherever, like, what is it, Fat? Down in Catch? I think it's Catch. That was streamed actually on Trash Talk Tuesday a couple weeks ago. So, as far as I can tell, unless, like, I don't know, maybe I missed it, that everyone moves supers here. I am, camera please. I'm gonna try and get it like another angle. Rumors are Init staging has Titans undocking. I can double check. You guys want to double check with me? So that's initiative staging. Let me look. So there's 300 in local. So that could be a lot of initiative dying. There's 2 avatars, an Erebus, 2 rags. I do know the 2 rags and this Erebus have been here this entire time. So I don't think these guys are going to be jumping in. I would be shocked if they jumped in a handful of Titans. You're at work. What's the TLDR? I don't know what they were fighting over, Dunk. So it was either I would say a structure timer coming out or a IHUB coming out. But Pandafam forces were moving into LTAC A, where they started fighting an initiative fleet. Goons showed up. Carriers were dropped by defenders, so the Imperium. Dreads and carriers were then counter dropped by the attackers, Pandafam. Test showed up, so we have legacy forces here as well. They're still duking it out. Someone just said, yeah, Jubba just said initiative staging has Titans undocking. I'm showing that here as well. It's probably tiny. You guys can't really see it. There's not really much to note. Skirmish is escalating. Yeah, it seemed like one of those things of like, maybe it was over a timer, or maybe like I don't know. Pandafam heard initiative because I think initiative was defending something because there had been IHUB timers coming out today, so it could have been initiative was like, hey, we're gonna camp this gate, and then I don't know, NC Dot and PL were like, yeah, fuck initiative, let's go fight them on their gate, and then it just kind of escalated. Like it really wasn't over anything, which to be fair is like probably one of the greatest reasons to fight. But yeah, is my FP. This is tie dye. Yeah, this is tie dye. This is an FPS job. This is how slow stuff is in tie dye. Horde rage being hard. This wasn't a planned fight. Okay. Pandemic horde getting dunked. Rip horde. Dropping carriers because Subcats was losing. Get bubbled. Dread phoned. Pappy for the win, bro. You had to stop watching Ron stream because the buffering is gonna make a serial killer. Why is his stream buffering? Oh, is he having internet issues again? That sucks. Someone said my stream was buffering earlier too, so I really hope you guys don't have that. It's gonna suck more if you guys get ads because I'm pretty sure I don't accept ad revenue. Hoping them hops get popped. Yeah, it should be fun. So I think this is the. We're gonna try and walk through the fleets. It's gonna be pretty laggy. So hubs. Oh, the IHUBs. So I believe over here. gosh. NC dot. So this is the NCPL Munins. Munins and Simmies. This is the, what is it, Sax? I think this is Sax or Zealots. So Goon Sax. When I say goons, I mean everyone but Initiative, because I saw Bastion there too. This is Initiative Zealots. So these initially had pinged off and pinged back. Initiative carriers. I'm assuming all initiative carriers. This is Imperium Munins, I believe. Ooh, there's another big explosion. Yep. Initiative Munins. So there's the explosion. This is Fraternity Jackdaws. This is I'll just say Panfam or Pandafam carriers. Pandafam Dreads. This is Horde Feroxes, I think. This is so laggy. Yep, Horde Feroxes. This should be Test. I think this is Test. Ooh, there's Shinies. Yes, Test Munins. I did see Pro God's name at one point, but I saw his name while he was getting tackled. So this is how they're duking it out. This is right near, this is like at a ping above the LTAC A, or the D4KU gate. So this isn't really on like a Fortizar grid or on like an IHUB node or anything along those lines. Hard Knocks was here. Hard Knocks did a lot of bubbling. You can kind of still see some of their orange ships, like here. But they have been bubbling out around. These guys are no longer bubbled, so they may try to jump out, assuming they're not tackled. Nice presentation. Thank you. I love presenting this stuff, Matterall. It's so much fun to me. I also learn a lot, because usually I'll talk about something, and people are like, no, Rain, that's not how it is. And then I learn. So it makes it super nice. These green effects, BT dubs, these are tracking disruptors. Tracking disruptors screw up the guns of turret ships, right? So that's proper that they're doing them on the Munins. However, I think they just screw up the tracking at longer ranges. So if the Munins are approaching them like it kind of looks like they were at one point, it doesn't matter. This is the Logi. I'm assuming these are Guardians, because you can see the cap chains. Who are these? Horde Feroxes are pinging. Another carrier down. I have not seen any explosions from these guys, but there is a couple carriers here, so that could be an effect. Is it odd to form caps against hacks? I would say no. I think because this is a war Lavacano, right? So the red guys here are defenders, so them doing any means necessary to defend themselves, I don't think is bad. Or I don't think is odd, I should say. Right? Like, if they drop supers here, more power to them. That's what they do to win, right? So here, another bubble. Hero Dictors. So if you notice, Hard Knocks are orange, but in Imperium space, they are non-hostile. Right? So if you see neutrals or anything besides red, oh, I say neutrals, but I'm guessing these are lawn guys. Lawn is with Imperium. But if you see neutrals on grid and you're like, well, why aren't they shooting the neutrals? It's probably because they're assisting against Imperium. There's over 300 in IGE, which is initiative staging. They have Munins undocked. They also have 3 Sinos up. My guess is those are the Sinos for the carriers to get back, assuming those, whatchamacallits die. Bubbles. So you can see, like, they had tackled, they're tackling a monitor. I saw them tackle a Nid, right? So Nids can't, unlike Supers and Titans, Nids or Dreads and Carriers can't jump out or warp if they're tackled. Supers and Titans get that bonus where you need, like, a lot of points, quote-unquote tackle points. Hey, thanks, Matterall. Thank you for the host. To keep something tackled. You can see NSH Gate Camp is killing subs on the Fountain Delve regional border. Ooh, are they? So NSH is part of the attackers. So them doing that is actually critical, because it's super. I don't want to say super easy, but it's pretty convenient for Imperium forces to pull back here, right? So you don't want to be potting, folks. No one here should be potting. I mean, maybe not even the cap kills. You should not be potting cap kills, because when you pot them, it's very easy to get back. Right? So it's 2 jumps for the attacking forces to come back, right? So here's probably where these tracking disruptors are going to be important. Can't be there, and thanks for narrating those for those of us at work. Yeah, no problem. Light Path, I sit home all day and I watch nerds like Talking in Stations, Ron, Sutonia, like all these folks. I watch them, like I'll just have my headphones on, just, I shouldn't say watch, more listen, just to kind of pay attention to what's going on, just to hear, and it's super convenient. So I figure when I'm home, I might as well do it. Glad you can see this while you're at work. Yeah. Dude, that's what like November's here for too. November's stuck at work. He'd be out there in his dread or whatever the heck, his munin. Sad times, yeah. This is, I mean, to be fair, I'm streaming this from my dread alt. Actually, if I were in the fleets too, I would not be streaming it. There was one time I think I streamed, and it was just like, I just muted comms. Right, like, you can't really stream that. Can't join the fleets to appreciate this. Who's winning? It's very difficult to tell. I'd assume with a dread bomb that the attackers were winning. There looks like they're holding the field a bit better. Right, there's another carrier dead. Looks like that carrier. At least 25 IRL seconds. Take so much time to self-destruct. Yeah, you don't want to be potting people in this. You want to be potting your allies. You're winning? Hell yeah, dude. So what happens, right? Because it takes, right, it's 2 minutes in normal time. So how long is it in like tie-dye time? It's like, what, like 10 minutes to self-destruct or something like that? It's something outrageous. And so usually you don't want to pod your enemies because then they can just reship and get back faster. Is Pandemic Horde dropping corpse? Why green? You see the greens? Greens are my corpse. That's habit. That's PL. Habit number 1, yeah. Turn that off? No. Why would I turn off my greens? Habit number A. That's not how that works. You guys are dorks. Oh, slight tie. Just so slight, Derek's. Ever so slight tie-dye. You know, just a smidge of tie-dye. 80 bill dead. Hell yeah, dude. You're sad you're missing this. DJ, quit your job, dude. Just use your Patreon money. Miss War Reporter. Dude, I'm not a war reporter. I just stand here and talk about the pretty colors. You're back in Chicago? Oh, you see in friends and family and all that? Wait, why are you in Chicago and you didn't tell me? Asshole. Death to all supers. Dude, I hope supers jump in and everyone just shoots them. By everyone, I mean literally everyone. I don't care whose supers they are. They should die. Those sacks slingshotting. I don't think that's what they're intending to do, but yes. Watch the Munins. The Munins are going to have to burn in after them, assuming they're, you know, that's their primary. But I have no idea. There's still fleets over here. I wonder if these guys are shooting like these nerds and these nerds. Chicago's a silly place full of silly people. Don't you have super? I do, William. I have a Nyx. With my Nyx alt. Her name's Trisha Nixon. LeMayo. I have kills. I joined PL and was able to get kills on her. It's so nice. No Titan, no. No Titan. I think those sacks are going to mop. Maybe. They're one of the bigger forces left on the field. I'm gonna zoom out. These guys ping? Oh, it's gonna lag so much. Please don't lag. Munins. Let's try here. Supers are stressful. You're trying to avoid owning one. I just really don't like super slash carrier mechanics with the fighters. Like, it's not fun to me. How many clients am I running for? Oh, is that the BR? Thanks, Matterall. Dendocs in it are being real bros and potting your dictor pods. Dude, isn't that so smart of them? Fucking potting. Warp scramble from Graham to Graham. That's. Oh, they're trying to scram the bombers. Okay. That's Jackdaws, Imperium Jackdaws. Drones are connected to your fingers. It's amazing. Dude, I don't know. That was a dread. Or not a dread, excuse me. A carrier. So we're gonna angle this a bit more. Oh, it didn't break. So these guys are fighting out over here. You have everyone else. So Goon Jackdaws are pinging. It looks like Imperium forces are trying to burn off a little. Maybe they're just pinging out and pinging back. Maybe an app that should improve performance situations like this if I want to try it sometime. Maybe. Zealots. So you have Sacks down the butt right here. Zealots, Munins. And then you have, I'm going to do a big circle, Munins right here. These are carriers mixed with, I believe this is test. There's like some test nerds here. I don't know where they ran off to. Oh. You did AK9 clients on your channel? Bad experience with 6 cores. I mean, half the time Twitch won't even stream it at that, right? I lost the Horde guys. Unless these are the Horde guys. They might be the Horde guys. Yeah, Horde Munins. So, 2 Munin fleets chasing. These are... Oh, is this test? I don't know. It is test. Alright, so you see the test Munins right here? You see these reps? Right? So what's happening? So the Sacks are shooting the Munins here. And you know what Test is doing? They're repping the Munins here. You should almost always be doing that. If there's a fight like this and you're in Logi, you are always busy. If there's absolutely no one you can rep, you can always whore on a kill mails. Initiative just ping. They must have, yeah, the Munins. Yeah, Munins warped off. Those were Goon Munins. This is Test Zealots. So Goon Munins must have pinged. Tappy. This tight, everyone loves RAM. A lot of RAM. Your app lock each client, excluding the focus onto it. Oh, okay. Oh, to multi-box on a laptop. The problem is that, like, with Eve, right, like, I've had Eve for years, and I've had my fancy-ass computer. Like, the only game that, like, makes my computer just lag like shit like this is Ark. Every other game is just like, hey, that's fine. I can close some of my clients. Right, here's one. Yes, I'm sure I want to quit. Thanks. There we go. Another carrier down probably, based on the explosion. Can you link? I mean, what's an AKE? Oh you mean like a wallpaper? Sure. I don't mind. It doesn't do window management like that. It's just about performance. I like window management stuff. I need to look into Evo. Tie-dye. Yo, Enigma. Do you not like tie-dye? Hello? It's the authentic Eve experience. Yeah. What sparked this fight? Dude, it was just spontaneous, Derek's. I keep thinking it was over an IHUB or like a Citadel timer. Or like something big like a fort or whatever. Or I don't know, a jump bridge, I guess. But nope, it was kind of spontaneous. No objective. Not as far as I know. They're fighting on a gate. Like, this is literally at a gate ping. Isn't it over the fort? I know there's a fort, that kind of fort here. But yeah, I don't know. And it called Rain's Corn Inferior. Oh my gosh. Defend my honor forces, my allied forces. Can't you believe? Yeah, they did have, an apostle Entosising. Okay. I know they had apostles on the gate. But the Entosis stuff would make sense. There are 2 IHUBs in the constellation when it kicked off. Are they still going? I can check. If you guys know, timer board. Alright, so this tie-dye here would super fucking affect Entosis. Yeah, so there's two going. YRNJ and 9D60 and Fountain. One's at 60%, the other's at 39. So it looks like attackers are actually making decent progress on one of them for what this is. I don't know if it's in the same constellation. Oh, there's an explosion here. One dude down. Initiative might have bridged some more folks. Because I don't see these dudes looking to bridge anymore. Excuse me. This fight's chaotic. The fun thing is though, like if I wanted to join, I could probably put my alt in or my main in. There's warp here and jump in. These are the Logi pilots. This is. Let me look. I'm gonna try and look. That's probably a risky gamble, right? You have your attacking forces. Like you have your fleet and the enemy fleet sitting right on top of each other, and you're in the Logi. I lost. Looks like one guy. I don't know if that was just recent. Looks like there's a lot of nerds bombing. Fuck is this dude doing? Oh, is that a lot of test bombing? Maybe? Maybe not. Look at these test nerds though. Fuck yeah, dudes, keeping them alive. One time in the was it the GOTG war, the Guardians of the Galaxy war, up north, I convoed like the test Logi FC, and we would just talk back and forth. Like when one of us was tanking, I would just like I wasn't anchor, or maybe I was anchor and I was in tie dye, but I would just type to him. I was like, hey, here's primary, here's primary. Like I would just read and just type it to him while anchoring, and so then he could tell his team to like try and rep us. It was super neat. So I see. There's like a lot of carriers left. I see at least 10 carriers left. I got to 14 and then I stopped. Oh, there's a fax down here too. Oh, so this is the gate. So that fax is probably still there from the gate initially. You do this in level 4s at the same time. That would be a bit silly. Dude, are they coming to fight? Are they like, did they loop all the way around and now they're like, fuck test? While being chased? There's only one other like friendly to them group on grid. The Init Zealots. It's so laggy in here from the gravity of Villy's massive ego. Dude, I'm gonna copy that. Oh my god, dude, it's probably gonna crash my computer. I'm gonna shitpost and trash talk Tuesday about it. Damn it, dude, I missed it. Copy. Sometimes you can make out shapes in the clouds. What? Oh, the fleet warped. Sack fleet warped. No, there's only one fleet left. Are they bailing? Spontaneous fight. Pandafam caught in it carriers that were either protecting or endorsing the IHUB. So they initially dropped the carriers because they were fighting on this gate, Matterall. So the D4 gate and LTAC A. I think someone said, and they thought NC tackled an Antosising Apostle, and so initiative was sitting on the gate, gate people in or whatever, or to block people from coming in. So like NC and all these nerds jumped in, engaged with initiative. They started duking it out. Then they dropped carriers. Initiative dropped carriers, and then Pandafam counter dropped. Are they disengaging? They could be disengaging. They could also be, right? So they were probably getting cinched between two groups. I'm gonna, yeah, it looks like they probably would have gotten stuck there between two of them, and that would have sucked. Tanking two fleets, potentially three, because I think they had the Panfam, not the Panfam, the Horde fleet. So this thing led to a fight. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Otherwise it was the other option is defending a citadel. I don't think it's truly like people are calling random, spontaneous, from the fact that like why would initiative just casually, why would initiative be casually gate camping? Why would NC.PL and Pandemic Horde casually be bringing shit in? No supers used. Yeah, as far as I can tell, no supers used. Supers would probably lead to a nice clusterfuck. Yeah. So the win will be the system gets in Tosis. No, the system's not in Tosis at all. It's not vulnerable. There are timers out though. Let me link you guys. Right? So there are some timers out. So it could have been from these. Excuse me. They don't say which system or which whatchamacallit, constellation. So it looks like YRNJ is falling. It's at 32%. It was like close to 40 last time. The 9060 or 60 is 60%, so it's still the same. Constellation are these in? Which system are these? I clicked on it and now I can't even like see them. I'm so bad at reading Dotland. Oh, there it is. So Taurus, yeah, so that's the same constellation. This Taurus as well. Yeah. So they are in the same constellation. So it could have been in Tosis in this system. You have to be sure that your supers would live for that, yeah. First super fight of this war is going to be outrageous. Everyone's going to be going all out in order to crush the other super capabilities. Just hope it happens the day you don't work, yeah. So if it's in another system, so those are the timers after they were reinforced. So there could have been hubs, like or not hubs, nodes here in this system that could have been warped to. So that's why initiative could have been like stopping them here versus stopping them in D4. Does that make sense? There are still Bridge Titans undocked and IGE, and they have Apostle just docked, I believe, or maybe it jumped. But looks like IGE is chilling though. They're less than 300. Holy cow, that was a kill. It looks like some dreads have died. Maybe. There's pods over by the dreads. Oops, sorry team. There's some dreads here as well. There's still like this carrier, who's probably just like bumped real far. Logo just went up by 100. Oh my gosh, 2,300. I wonder, that could be like legacy reinforcements or Imperium reinforcements. Oh, the paste. Oh, I can't copy and paste anymore. Never mind. William told me about the copy paste for the D scan and it has tie dye with it. Hopefully someone got a good copy paste. You're a Dreadnought IRL. Are you here? Is this one of your dreads? No. Whose dreads? It's not me. It's not November. It's not you. Yeah, I bet one of these is Elise. Jason. Is that an Elise name? Elise always has like cheesy ass alt names. My CEO. He identifies as a revelation. Shook. Whoo, don't know why I did that. That's cool game. So these forces are gonna have to move back over here to try and chase these guys off. What they can start doing too now is whoring on these carriers. That would be super fun of them. Yo, should I warp my altern and like whore on the carriers? I could probably do it. Probably get yelled at for streaming a fleet. Because I'd have to have, I don't know, I could warp by like some of these mobile tractor, or not mobile depots, not tractor units. You won't do it. You're not crazy. Dude, watch me. There's no more hostiles on grid, right? Right, guys? There's no way I'll get AWACS. I could ship scan them too. Ship scan to see which one has like Plex in the cargo and fucking loot it. Like ninja loot this shit. Be so much fun. Whoops. People are shit posting. Well, just not whore on kills on tie-dye. I mean, it'd be kind of bad, like, whoring on kill mails. Like, this is my Drendel. I don't really need the whore on kill mails. No one in your local, but 10% tie-dye. Oh, Victoria. So that's probably because this node wasn't reinforced. So maybe the reason why it's, like, particularly bad. This guy's in my alliance. Yeah. Oh, you're in Fountain. Yeah, that's why. Nodes probably not reinforced. Sharing nodes with other systems, you know. So it's lagging. But CCP's probably scrambling. They're like, oh, fuck, dude. Why didn't they tell us that we needed this node reinforced? And they're trying to fix it, you know, so the nodes don't crash. I'm guessing it's not close to crashing, but still. There's my cat. She refuses to say hi to me. Normally she says hi. She meows at me, and it's adorbs. Alright, so there's the gate. Ooh, so you guys were talking about gate going up, or local going up 100. This could be like a... Ah, the legacy. It looks like legacy. IOU, warp, Vindy. So these nerds could have just came in. They're also fucking... This fucking fax either has been ignored this entire time besides being tackled, or he's like MVP tank. Traveling towards Eltak A for over an hour. You've only done 3 jumps so far, 2 more to go. Are you with the fleet, Horza? One's waving to Elise. You're not with fleet? Okay, you've been going solo. You coming into whore on some kill mails? If you are not Imperium, you could definitely probably get away with whoring on some of these carriers. But I'd be careful about it. Because what you'll end up having happen is someone just shooting you because you're neutral or whatever. So Zealot fleet burning away. Definitely tell they're super hardcore burning because like it looks like their Logi are like trailing them. Yeah. Dude, that initiative, or that, not initiative, that mutant fleet in CPL fucking just like dominating this grid. I'm gonna circle jerk about how great my alliance is, LeMayo. Kinda 110 build dead, keep going. Fuck yeah, dude. I saw some oh, these mobile tractor units, fuck yeah, dude. When we're done, I can go loot some corpses as well. That's my favorite thing, is looting the corpses. But yeah, it looks like it's pretty much over. It's like clean up crew for the attackers. They're gonna chase this fleet off. Oh, are they shooting this guy? No Scorch. Cat's so mad at me. Not possible. NC don't undock. PL is a dead alliance. Yeah, dude. Look at them, dead on the grid. Fucking carrying. Let me see. Who are these guys repping? This is the test fleet, right? Test fleet was MVP with reps, by the way. Like, I'm really talking it up because I feel like that makes. That's what separates really good Logi, like, fleets versus really shit Logi fleets. Yeah, see? So they're repping random Horde fleets or random Horde members. Now you can be like, oh, they're in blue, but, like, they should be doing that every fucking time. There's a Mercurial. Blazing Bunny and a Mercurial. He's probably smart bombing some idiots. I shouldn't say idiots, that's really rude. He's probably smart bombing some nerds. Blazing Bunny for CSM. Rabbit of Fire. There's a test fleet warped off. I did see some pods with some of these caps, so we'll have to see if they lost any. Yep. So the last one of these initiative warping off. 120 dead dictors. How many of them are duplicate dictors? Actually, matter. I'll link to that BR, didn't he? I'll refresh it. Oh my gosh, if I refresh it, it's gonna just lag, isn't it? I'm literally like reading to make sure these are all on the right side. I get really annoyed when people link BRs and they're on the wrong side. But this one's still like filling out. But yeah, if you see like duplicate dictors, someone fucked up. Oh, you linked it too. Thank you. 250 pods? Oh my god. Did someone have a blingy pod too? There's a cap kill mail. See one more carrier right here. Ooh, that fucking bubble right there. Fuck yeah, dude. MVP. We got some bombs going off. Looks like on the hostiles, yeah. Or not, yeah, on the hostiles. The attackers. No spicy, no super spicy pods yet? Alright. 0% efficiency so far, not bad. I mean, with what was killed, yeah. Oh, they got the Dictor, dude. Fucking rip. Zeronis. Oh my gosh, I know that guy. He's trying to fucking murk these guys, though. Let's good on him. It looks like... Oh, hey, it's my ship. Do you see all the things pointing at my ship? I have no idea what that is. Hopefully it's not bad guys. This was intense, though. This dread out here, like these dreads, fucking definitely got bumped super far. Just like this carrier. Like these three guys are like, yay, we have a target that they can hit. Ooh, he bubbled himself. I wonder if he's trying to bubble them from warping off. Versus like if there's a ping out here that they're gonna warp to. It's like Inet lost this battle but won in Tosis. Oh, they could have. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think of that. Maybe. So there's 9D in Fountain. It's at 60%. YR is at 32%. That's what it was the last time I checked. I'll refresh. Make sure it's not the same shit. There's 2 uncontested. So YD is being uncontested. So that's why. Oh, goodness gracious. So YD is uncontested, which is why it's 60%. But it's been at 60% for almost 2 hours. I've been streaming for less than 2 hours. Like, wouldn't have it finished, like, automatically by then? But yeah, YRN looks like it's being contested hard. So yeah, we'll have to see if they do actually win the Entosis War. It's probably a bit easier for them to get, like toasters around and stuff. No, my allies. Dude, pour one out. Who is this? Arkale, no. Arkale died. Arkale's like the dude who always flies Dictor. Him, Zeronis, fucking trying to be MVPs and all this shit. This guy's immune. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he has like points or something on him. Anyway, you can turn on my voice output up. You got Stream Max on your phone. It's pretty quiet. Yo, okay. Is that better? I talk pretty loud sometimes, Frosty, so I try to keep it on the lower end. But yeah, we'll definitely do. Let me know if you want me to repeat anything I've said. Or, maybe you didn't catch. Oh, these guys are so close to getting out. Like, they look like they're just on the edge of these bubbles. They might be pointed, though. Way better. Thinking, yeah, no problem. Jeez, don't listen to random Twitch killing your ears. Just turn me down, then. Just kidding, you wouldn't turn me down. Hey, LeMayo. I like that joke? It's a fucking joke. Don't freak out. They have stilettos on them? Okay. MVPs. XD. There was someone made that joke before. I forget who, but I thought it was funny. The higher your voice, the more attention you get. You mean the louder my voice? Gotta work on my girl voice. This is my girl voice. You should see when I do a dude voice. Or when I do my mom voice. My mom voice is super annoying girl voice. It's a pretty good joke, 10 out of 10. Thanks. Oh! Matterall, are you just like spamming refresh on these BR pages? Matterall, I'm surprised you don't stream some of this stuff. Like, more often, I would say. Like, I'm impressed you don't, like, ask Ron to do it on TIS. Is this not what he did for the longest time with you guys? So I know you guys have daily shows. I guess, although I did remember you said one time, was it yesterday? No, yesterday, Sunday. You were talking about how you wanted to stream more than just war stuff. Zealots. So look at that. Pandafam fleet caught up to him. Fuck yeah, these Logi bros still alive. Fuck yeah, dude. Yukiko, I recognize Yukiko a lot. Are these guys repping each other too? They fucking better be. There's another carrier down. This fax is still alive though. Dude, I'm so tempted to whore. Team, what up, Liara? How are you? Good morning. I'm assuming it's morning for you. Or maybe you're like me where you sleep in all day. So it looks like it's just cleanup crew for the caps. Think they're finally shooting that nerd? Ooh, they warped. No! They were dying so long. You're told there are frags happening. Liara, you missed it. I should have spam pinged you or like texted you. You don't want to get in the way? Nah. Yeah, you, Sutonia, and Ron are better at streaming live fights. Yeah, but you have morning streams. I think it's honestly like you and Ron in the mornings. And then, Jebby used to stream them in the mornings too. Sutonia streams them kind of later, and then I stream at night. Me and Ron stream at night. Ron's kind of fortunate. He can stream all day. Well, I shouldn't say fortunate to where he has the time. Maybe he doesn't want to stream all day, but he does. He's pretty good at it. Frags are a lie. Dude, they are. They said over 100 bill killed. It was at 2,300. Now it's down to 2,100. 2,169. Nice. IGE is at 302. Let's see what Ihubs at. Ihub was at 400, I think, last I told you guys, right? Ooh, it's at 330. So they must have been bringing in reinforcements that entire time. Are those reds now stuck in the bubble? Yeah. Yeah, so they must have had a fleet warp and then a bubble hit them. Which kind of sucks in tie-dye because you'll see fleet warp and then you'll see the bubble like 10 seconds later, when in reality it's like almost instantaneous, but I can understand the frustration. Hippity hoppity, Ihub is our property. They were already caught in the bubble? Ah, okay. So I just had the angle wrong then to be able to see. Oh my gosh, guys. Was this the test fleet? Did test take that long to ping? Oh, legacy fleet. Okay. Now they have nowhere to go with the bubbles, yeah. So now they have like renewed bubbles on them and they just gotta like maybe try and get some frags, especially on the dictors on the small stuff. Hey Thekla, how are you? They're about to get fucking meat grinded. Holy shit, yeah. This sucks. Like when you get fleet warped off and like half your fleet doesn't make it and you're stuck there like so there's 4 separate fleets. So I believe is it here is the Pandafam fleet? And then you have the legacy one just warped in. No, this is the Pandafam fleet right here. So this is PLNC, their Logi. This is the Horde ones. Legacy right here, and then who are these guys? This test? Oh, that's Legacy. There's two. Maybe there's 2 Legacy fleets. I don't fucking know. Yeah, there's 2 Legacy fleets. That sucks. Hippity hoppity destroying in its property. What up, Mike Flood? Mike, how are you? 6? Are there more that I can't see? Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh, are these more? Are there more coming in? There's nerds down here. Are still warping up. But yeah, there were a lot of fleets. I did a D-scan of local, and it was like both Horde and Initiative, not Horde and Initiative, Horde and NCDOT had enough people in Alliance just to fill an entire fleet. And then like Initiative had enough to fill an entire fleet. Goons had enough to I think do at least like more than 1 fleet, but I don't know what more than if that means 2 or if that's just like I don't know 1 and a little bit and another. But there's been a lot of fleets here. It's so fun. You saw Tiana die? Dude, that fucking sucks. Yeah. To be fair, I got primaried last night, which was an absolute shocker against the FC I was flying against. So I wonder if the Tiana thing. I know a lot of the attacking forces know of Tiana's position in the game, where she's like a really good Logi FC and like just a really good support FC. Raptor. Is this just like Scepter pilots hanging out? We want to devise an Eve pickup line based on low stream FPS. Hey baby, just like tie-dye, we can take it slow. That was shit. As we stuck in that sack fleet, we're fucking dead, boys, dude. In it to win it or lose it today. I believe Initiative lost. I don't. So people have been linking BRs, but I haven't like delved into them, and they're still populating. That was shit. That was appropriately horrible. My CEO, dude. At least Randolph's here. But yeah, it's been hilarious. A plus. Like these, like, hey girl, are you a boardroom executive? Cause I got a slideshow for you. Like Christ, that's not even like a pickup line. That's just like a let me show you my gameplay line. Fucking stuck at work. Who's coming out on top on this one? It looks like folks have been saying Pandafam forces, the attacking forces. Should say Pandafam slash Legacy because Legacy showed up. But I believe the IHUB timer is still, or the IHUB that folks were supposedly fighting over is still in progress. You're old. Now played even about 8 years. This big war kind of have you want to resub, dude. You should. Snarfe. It's super easy to come back. I would say. Like you don't technically have to resub, so your character and your account are alpha, and so you can just play as an alpha and like try it out and whatnot. And then if you don't like it, you're like, man, this game's changed so much, I hate it now. You don't have to stay like committed or subbed or whatever. And then if you love it, then you can sub. You don't even have to resub. You can play for free. If you want to create a new account, you can use my referral code there. That gives you like a free million SP Otherwise, just yeah. I mean, you can watch streams. Uh, there's a bunch of, I would say, like news streams as well. So you have Talking in Stations. Tonight's Trash Talk Tuesday, which is like a news stream with, but very casual. Talking in Stations is more of that professional one. And then you have, are these guys just like sniping nerds? Are these guys horn on kill males? And then you have like Meta Show, where Meta Show is like the Imperium, like propaganda machine, like talking head sort of thing. So we have about one, two, three, four Archons, three Archons left. The Apostle, I believe that's all they brought in. Yeah, it's until all your shit's a deep low, so I might just mess around trying to pull it a high second. If you lose it, then no biggie. Yeah, or you could just leave it. I have a bunch. I have a bunch of assets everywhere, and usually when I leave an area, I just leave my stuff and just start anew. Talking station propaganda for the other side. Yeah. Well, Talking in Stations is, I mean, granted it does have more neutral folks, but they try to be unbiased. Whereas like I would say Trash Talk Tuesday kind of embraces that bias, right? Like I mean you're trash talking. So if you have Pan Fam and Legacy, talking heads on it, they're just going to trash talk whomever. But it's also open to other folks, right? So we get Bill and Dom. We invite Mike Flood. He doesn't really show up. But we invite some folks from the Imperium side to come trash talk too. Got him. The carriers almost got out. Oh yeah, that clip, yeah, where the bubbles dropped and then there were like none of them in there, and then they just got bubbled again. So you can see these guys kind of starbursting. I'm guessing they're all sort of fucked though, especially with the tie dye. I'm gonna click on this link. Please don't play too loud. It's gonna play super loud. I literally have it muted.
Oh, there's some carries bubble here.
I literally have this muted and it is playing sound. That's Sutonia, by the way.
It looks like some of the carries have been killed. Like a group of them managed to walk off. These are still pushing.
Oh, Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant during the fight. Yeah, I knew. I knew the. I have intel, so I knew like shit was coming, right? But yeah, they warped off half the carriers for some reason, and then left the other half, like still in their own bubble for some fucking reason. Seems to be a bomb going off on the top. Yeah, trying to probably bomb the bubbles. Oh no, my game froze. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's good. You take your brackets off. 3-6, yeah. Well, was that a hostile bubble? That must have been then. It was not their own. Oh, usually folks Sino or bubble themselves. But yeah, when you drop Sino inhibs, you can just warp to them. I'm pretty sure. I think, maybe. I actually don't know. But yeah, if you saw the Panfam forces pinged, they were probably pinging to come back. Panfam take 2 IHUB there. I don't believe so. I don't think they've taken any yet. Let me look. No, IHUBs haven't changed. It's been 2 hours for the 2 IHUBs, so that would be 9D60 and then YRNJ. YRNJ is at 32%. Oh, 9D60 was like at 60%, it feels like, for the longest time, and is at 53%. So you can see them kind of fighting over stuff. Look at all the pretty colors, right, Dorn? Welcome to EVE Online. If none of this makes sense, good. Because it's not supposed to. The good news is, did I do a risky click? I haven't shown any of the fighters, by the way. So there have been fighters everywhere. Yeah, look at this shit show. Look at this shit show. Fuck that. Sorry, team, we're not gonna do that. Okay, there we go. So that's a lot of wrecks. And a lot of fighters. That's crazy. Find the salvager. If you look, there's mobile tractor units right here. Those were dropped by. Oh, I thought it was dropped by initiative. They were dropped by goons. So for the longest time, initiative. Maybe not for the longest time, but goons in initiative held this gate right here. I'm assuming you can see my mouse. No, you cannot. So they held this gate right here. Alright, so here's the mobile tractor unit, and they held this gate with their carriers kind of up here. Yeah, like right here. And so then when some of them warped off, like before even fighters were pulled, sort of situation. Well, first of all, the attackers all warped off and pinged. So they were just kind of cleaning up the field, plus holding the gate so no more attackers could come in. And then some of the carriers warped off, like while trying to pull their fighters, which is a bad idea. You don't want fighters out while you're trying to tether somewhere. And then they pinged back. And Dendox was saying the tackle. Those guys got tackled, and when I believe before even attackers landed, the goon guys over here pinged up and were getting ready, and then as the attackers were landing, initiative warped off. So then initiative had to ping and warp back, and eventually there was a test fleet and then 2 legacy fleets coming in. It's all this like crazy shit. Which FC is gonna get kicked from goons for this swap? I have no idea. I don't know who the FCs were. I would assume they wouldn't kick FCs for losing a fight, but I am not. I don't know. I don't run this shit. I'm just a commentator. Lord Militant Abraham, no one idiot. More like but initiative. Poor initiative. What's FC stand for? Fleet commander. So they're usually the guys leading these fleets. So you can see them here. Like you see the big blobs. Those are fleet commanders. You might be able to see who's this guy running it. If you do, oh, it's by type. So if you scroll, Munins. So what you want to find are monitors. God, can you bring less Munins? Fuck. Oh, is it pits? Okay. If you can hear my scroll wheel, you can see how, oops, I moved my mouse, but you can hear how inconsistent it is of when I scroll. So you have pits, right? There's the brave dudes, or the legacy dudes, so Gwen and Stan. Ajax is probably secondary. Here's blank is some hordling, I guess. There's an empty monitor. Right, so they probably held that. Can I see who it is? No. Usually you can see who sits in them. Shattered armor for brave. Name sounds familiar. Do a meow. No, I'm not doing a meow. My cat is very angry at me. If you guys want to hear that, it's fucking story. Is tie-dye starting to ease off? It kind of feels like it with the way the bubbles are going off. Yeah. So there's that carrier that got hella bumped. So that's the last capital besides this apostle. And my guess is these guys are going to kill the apostle. What up, Radicos? How are you? Tie-dye looks greater than black screening reliably. That's for sure. What sucks is when you get tie-dye and black screening. Fucking sucks. Asher ejected. Why would he eject though? Because, I mean, you still lose his monitor. Unless I guess he had super good implants. I don't know. If Imperium could afford to kick other people for losing fights. Being able to lose a fight puts them a cut above the average Goon FC already. Playing a game that's not tie-dye is greater than tie-dye. Used to be a lumpy FC. Oh, okay. Seasonal get kicked for losing fights. Pittsburgh got kicked for other Diplo reasons. Is that special of monitors that are used by us? What is that special monitors that are used by FCs? Monitors are great. Oh my gosh. Hi, Sutonia. Thank you for the raid, dude. Monitors are great because they have greater tank, and you can get them to go I want to say almost any speed you want to match your subcaps. And then you can also put probes on them. And if you want a target painter to whore. What's tie-dye? Tie-dye? Time dilation? So it's when there's so many inputs to the servers slow down in-game time to be able to process all those inputs. Has insane tank, yeah. Goons are the largest monetary powerhouse of evil. Big fleets isn't going to be a lose condition. Pod raid. Just what I heard. No offense system. No offensive systems are really great for tanking and surviving, yeah. Because what would end up happening a lot of times, raid for the streaming god himself. Dude, Sutonia's like a legend. Why are the bad guys in blue? Because I'm blue. So they're blue to me, so it's easier to see. Monitors almost have 300k tank and sig rays frigate. Headshotting an FC and a monitor. Yeah. Bless 64-bit client. Yeah, 64-bit clients really help people with the not blue screening, black screening and just DCing. Because the client's able to handle shit more, even if you have a terrible PC or whatever. I am the bad guys. I'm part of the attacking side. Monitors are disgusting. Whatever, Janny Slayer. You're such a hater. Bet you can't even fly a monitor, dude. There. Tejo. Radicos is here. Oh, I'm on my alt. They probably don't know who I am. Blue guys are winning, so they're the good guys. Good guys always win, right? Is that how it works? Disgusting big blue ball. Yeah. That's what people mean when they say blue donut. Haha, am I right? Didn't stop Snot from using Artie Reich's headshot goon FCs. I mean, look, if you can have a ship headshot a monitor, go for it. The other thing people do now, too, right, is instead of killing a monitor or killing an FC, you just tackle them. The winners are in blue. Yeah. I mean, they held the field. Rip those pods. Doesn't make them the good guys. Like cowards fly monitors outside of CC. Goons got turbo dunked all as well and good in the world. Yeah, it was a good fight. It looked like Initiative and Goons and Imperium were winning at the start. Right? So it was an NC and PL fleet, and a Horde fleet, and a Fraternity fleet. I believe were the three. So the two Munin fleets and then Jackdaws. You can see, holy cow, you can see the carrier wrecks. And so they were fighting against Zealots. I believe it was also Munins. Or Zealots and Sax. They were fighting on this gate. Initiative dropped carriers up here. You can see the wrecks. There was some sort of pinging, so attackers kind of warped out, warped back in, and as part of that, some of the carriers warped out, got bubbled. Initiative ended up warping out as the attackers warped in, and then Goons warped up. Kind of all happened in game, kind of quick succession, but over time it was probably like 2 minutes, and so kind of paying attention to what was going on. Hey, Cheese Toast, how are you? What did you miss, dude? You missed so much. And so as part of keeping the carriers tackled, they obviously dropped dreads, so dread fleet right here, and carriers, carrier fleet right here, to kill the Imperium carriers. And Imperium Munin fleet came up. Initiative kept bridging in reinforcement zealots. Oh, there's that monitor. We're just dying to, I think, dreads. I don't fucking know. BR suggests 37 bill versus 160 bill. Holy cow, dude. Yeah. BR is probably finally populating now that system's, slowing down. Matani gets for encouraging all of Eve to hate him. Dude, if they didn't learn anything from the first World War B, I don't know how they're expecting to win this one, so. Tuner bill is still only 2.5 titans. It's sad that's not that big of a deal as it should be. Delve time unit 1 hour equals 36 bill times 3 years. Well, they better put their money where their mouth is if that's what they're saying. It makes about 5 times more money on the average alliance, so it evens out. Who's the hero PL saber that bubbled those carriers initially? Dude, I don't know. I didn't catch a name, I didn't see a name. I initially thought it was Friendly Bubbles, because I know that's what a lot of alliances do. They'll bring caps in and then bubble them to keep them, in case someone crashes and, they don't warp off or whatever. Wasn't this the first real fight? We've seen a cap fight before, but it's been more of a drop versus counter drop cap fight. But yeah, there was fights last night. There has been fights, just nothing like super major like this, I would say. This one lasted 2 hours. I started streaming it at the very, very beginning. Yeah, at least 2 hours. I saw a Hard Knock Saber get a gray bubble, yeah. So when the blues or the attackers started warping in, Hard Knocks was like all around, just like bubbling. And then you could just see him die. It sucked, but they did really good. Everyone versus Imperium. Yeah, pretty much. Hard Knocks dude that got the initial bubble? Fuck yeah. Hard Knocks probably probed them down like a Chad. 150 Dictor sacrifice to the great good. Yeah, Billy should gift him 500 plex and post about it on Twitter. I don't think Billy uses Twitter that much. Real the Saber of Hard Knocks literally attacking all of them while Instat Sabers decide to warp with the fleet. Local peaked at 2,400. Yep, exactly. Are you in PL? Yes. But yeah, so after they landed here, it was honestly like a fucking chase. Like all these groups just kind of warping or not warping around, but some of them would ping off and ping back and then just chase each other. Towards the end, I believe it was like the last. I think it was the Goon Munin fleet attempted to warp off, and then they got fucking hero tackled by like Zeronis and Archael of NC and PL respectively, and then they just fucking died. It sucked for them. Tackle all Panic Corp after realizing their carrier got trapped. Yeah, damn shame. Make Eris's great again, etc. I think CCP today on Talking and Station stream or their own channel was talking about like revamping dictors. Like they're doing a command ship redesign to like kind of even them out. I thought they were gonna do one for dictors too, because it feels like now everyone uses sabers. Like even when you fly an armor fleet, people are like they'd rather use a saber than a heretic or an Eris. You're just happy Pandafam Ignore finally took the fight. I mean, to be fair, like I was kind of impressed. I think the determination is that it truly was over IHUBs in this Taurus region in Fountain. So if you look here, Taurus, Fountain. I'm gonna link you guys timerboard.net. There have been, we've been kind of watching it, and it seems like IHUBs have been kind of slowly decreasing. Mittens got shot. I didn't see Mittani on the field. But I haven't really seen anyone on the field besides like my greens. That's who I've really been paying attention to. Horde lost 40 bill. Horde was not the only one losing shit. Did I see Destoya's kill mail? No. What did Destoya do? Was he looting? Revamping, you mean wrecking them? CCP hasn't done anything right in years. Then why are you still playing the game, dude? Dictors on the plate for revamp. Yeah, okay. Command ships get like 46 or 49% skirmlings now. Zoomy boys. Urs is one hell of a solo PvP ship. It's a cool idea to split Dictors into two streams for small gang and PvP and fleet bubbling. That would be nice. That's how scepters were for the longest time. You had like fleet scepters, which were like only useful in terms of tackling things when they had a fleet, and then you had scepters that were great for like solo small gang PvP. And then they took away the interdiction nullification for solo small gang because, you know, people would use them for fleet PvP. But yeah, no one knows what. Pretty much like no one knows Eris is the Galente Dictor. So I failed to jump to the sign out and got Shalupin. Oh no, did he really? Oh my gosh. You're watching the Sutonia stream, they got bounced. Who's they? But yeah, the defenders got blobbed and died. Half the scepters have, yeah. Like no one sees a claw anymore. Or what is it, Tyrannus? Yeah. Rip double bubble Eris. Zarvox scepter fleets. So Zarvox fleets were really good, but Zarvox flew them differently than like Fozzie Claws or whatever they called them. Oh my god. Hey, Radist. I'm pretty sure. Did I know this person? Or is this another person with a similar name? Oh no, I must have just seen him dunk on people a lot because he's literally never been. He must have killed those other guys. Or whatever. Poor Destoya, dude. Fucking pour one out. Feeding. Claw fleets were deleting carriers. That's why they got deleted, yeah. Pronouncing Ares and Eris. Dude. Jimmy, I know. But that's when people, they're like, they'll say, FC, there's an Eris. And then people are like, you mean the scepter? And they're like, no, the bubbler. But like half the time no one knows it's a bubbler. Also looks like my game froze. You see it? Oh yeah, my game froze. Hold on. Just got replaced by Assault Frigs, yeah. So instead of using a, like, what do they call them, attack scepters, you just use like a ram jag. Oh, bless. This came back to life. So that fax down here, by the way, was from the initial first fight. I'm pretty sure it was from the initial first fight. And it's finally dead. Hello, how are you? How have you been, Robo? Every streams, you're one of the most engaging Eve streamers out there. Thanks, Cheese Toast. I try. I figure if I'm not talking to Twitch chat, I might as well be going on YouTube and making like pretty fucking content and not talking. Local empty. Local's not empty. It's at 1,000. They're all jumping out. Are you in this clusterfuck, dude? Right here. I caught it on stream, but the my allies. So the allies in the Simi fleet which is where I would be if I were actually flying in this fleet, flew like right past my cloak scepter, and I'm like, oh no, please don't decloak me, because that's when everyone was fighting around this gate. So right now they're like pulling back out, which is kind of weird. Some of them are pulling back out. Yeah, so they're probably gonna keep nerds here because they're not gonna just. At least I hope they don't just leave the carriers and dreads hanging out doing fuck all. You know, it was like 2K plus at peak. Yeah, it's still at 1,000 though. Oh, so they're jumping. Some of these guys are jumping. Okay. Yeah, there they go. There's the jumps. That's why I believe some of these nerds are jumping out here. Perfect time to attack again. Dude, it could escalate again. Right? Like, you have some of these guys jump out, and then, you know, these nerds get tackled, so then they have to, like, jump back or something like that to save them. Loot goes to whoever picks it up, usually the victors and then defenders later. Sometimes defenders will just shoot the loot. I'm actually impressed. There's no one here, like, salvaging these wrecks. If you guys want to see something real fun, this is what the fight looked like, right? Like, this is all of the bullshit from the fight. So these are all the wrecks, all the drones, all the bodies. This is also, like, now my game's not responding because of how fucking trash. 40 bill versus 180 bill. Damn, dude. Goons suck. They should be bubbling those stragglers. I mean, what's the point of bubbling them if you, like, why just feed sabers, though? Pack rats, please. Plus, it's tie-dye. My game's frozen for you guys. I'm so sorry. It's tie-dye, though, so what probably is happening is they're all jumping out, like, within 1 to 2 ticks of each other. So, like, 1 to 2 seconds. It's just lagging so hard, it doesn't look like it. Maybe the other side is too winded. Pack rats, please. Y'all make space memes. A fortune in drones alone, dude. Like, you just come out here with, like, one of those, like, haulers and start scooping shit. I'm sure Brave is burning hard over there at the moment. Brave was here. So it was Brave, who else? Evictus, Vindy, I think it's just Vindictive, I think is their name. That IHUB is going to be a landmark if it gets switched to Team Pappy. Yeah, YR and J has been fought over this entire time. YR and J is still at 25%. So, for the longest time, 9D6 was at 60%, as in no one was fighting over it, and then finally at like an hour and a half, 2 hours, it started dropping. So last I checked it was at 50, now it's at 39. YRNJ is still at 25. I'm not used to saying these names, I'm saying them like really slow. 515 versus 699 ships lost. That's a lot of ships. For like that difference in is killed, that's a lot of ships. My game might crash your team, I'm sorry. Imagine not staging a blockade runner in your battle so you can loot afterwards. Dude, imagine not just like breaking anchor and looting. Do you understand why everyone's against Blue Donut to create Blue Donut to kill off a part that isn't the Blue Donut? What do you mean? I think when people say Blue Donut, like, in general, Blue Donuts aren't great for the game because in theory you have less PvP. Dude, he's bombing. You see that bomb? No, you probably don't because there's so much trash on the screen. Nurse Stab VR will make loads. See, the problem is that, like, that sounds really great. When I would do looting in faction warfare space, I was way too lazy to ship that anywhere. So I just have a bunch of junk in low sec because I was like, hey guys, I'll make a shit ton of money looting, and then I never moved it because I'm lazy. Systems of any strategic value? I don't think so, Janie Slayer. I think the biggest one folks want is D4KU. D4KU or KVN, I think are both the big ones. I've heard folks. I think those were the two ones. I'm trying to remember. 1446 pilots versus 883. Was there really that few of Imperium? It's official name for Legacy plus Pandafam Coalition. Is it Pappy Coalition? A meme or real thing? People have been saying Pappy, so that's what I say. I just call them Legacy and Pandafam separately because it's a lot easier to remember who's who. Here's about peace in the video game. LS of Echo. If goons weren't so huge, it wouldn't take a blue donut to kill them. That's a valid point. J5A. Oh yeah, J5A is pretty important. 96 seems to be dropping. Yeah. Remember Y2 Ano? As one massive connecting jump range. Oh, for logistics in the fountain. Okay. So that could be why that's important. YRNJ. I didn't realize that. Oh, okay. Thank you, Goldie. Who's have been running triple fleets all day, every day for the past week. Fountain, Ancestral PL Homeland. I don't think that's how that works. Although, PL was part of the Fountain War, right? And same with Test and Goons. They all have, like, history in Fountain. I feel like everyone has history in Fountain. Blue Dunnet got to the system, yes. And LTAC A for the fight. There's been a lot of Blue Dunnets in this system. Look at these slackers. Oh, this is my computer breaking. It's the same, it was on the same clout as it did when jump fatigue wasn't a thing. I mean, jump fatigue dramatically changed the game. Pandemic Horde had the most. Ooh, almost 500. Y2 was super fun cat fight when IT invaded. Yeah, so that's old. See these bombs going off. Just one lone dude, Darius. Only took 12 years for PL to head home. No, ages ago. So we're going to say Amamake. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Amamake's PL's ancestral homeland because that's where they have their, what is it, statue? The monument? From the AT they won. One of the ATs they won. When Bob and existed, PL lived in Fountain. That Delva's PL's ancestral homeland with Bob. You guys are all arguing about the history. I am wrong? Whatever. It's Amamake. That's why we went there back in March, was it? 40 bill is drop. What? Oh my god, team. Y'all, watch my stream for dank intel on how to loot the field. So you can see if you can warp in or not. Fountainless PL's home long before Amamake. Damn, dude. $40 bill is drop equals all the SRP for blue side. I'm assuming 40 bill is not a lot in SRP. I will say that. Or like let's say some attacking Caps died, like this idiot. What the fuck is he doing? Oh my gosh, they killed this random initiative dude. Oh, they're warping off. There are no Rorks on the field looting. I'm pretty sure I have Rorks enabled on this overview, but I am too. Because that's our Pandafam and Legacy. I mean, technically, if there's 40 bill and loot, yeah, that's right, because the 40 bill died from the attackers. I see what you're saying. The salt is real. Fuck you, I'm not salty. Ooh. Wire NJ, Straloin, Ve, Ignoitin. 3 jumps to Jita. That's super easy. Cheese toast. I didn't realize that. 219 bill total loss. That's crazy. What's the SRP like? 1 corm? 40 bill 40 bill corms now, guys. Not me, the Reds. No, but it's funnier if I tell you I'm not salty, but I say in a really salty manner. I know, that's the point. Blank Bling got it. You got it, dude. Bro, post about the corms again. Rain salty chocolate. Yo, you can't tell me you've never had like dark chocolate with caramel and sea salt and been like, man, this sucks. Salty chocolate is really fucking good. Oh my god, team. Look at this fucking Chad right here. Oh no, my game froze. We're gonna miss it. Look at this. Look at this guy. Chad right here. You guys were all like, you need a blockade. I have no idea if this is blockade runner. It's just an industrial ship. Close enough. Your humor would be way more appreciated in Legacy, just saying. Is that because Legacy likes memes? Salty chocolate. Are you from New York? No, I am from Iowa. I've been to New York City, and I definitely would never live there. We can afford to lose this much for 6 months laughing. Testicles will start crying soon because pandemic prostitutes are expensive. I like that. Pandemic prostitutes. Let's hot drop some people. Fuck yeah. Dude, look, they're gonna go for it. Oh, they're going for it. Get him. Oh, look at his ship. Dude, get him. Alright, wait, I can't. Yo, this guy's probably like PvP. Oh my god, did they kill him? Oh, they kill him. Oh, he warped. Dude, you met. Who is this? Who the fuck is this? Commander Crispy, 2 out of 10, dude. You missed a pod. There wasn't even tie-dye. What's happening here? Dude, folks are looting the field. So you see all these were, once I believe Initiative or Imperium. I'll just say Imperium. These are once Imperium carriers, and now they are all dead. And that one dude was gonna attempt to loot the field, and then he died. Salty chocolate is almost good as chocolate covered bacon. Exactly. Exactly, Rafika. Who's this? Quincy, who'd you link? Destoya. Dude, we already talked Quincy. Don't make fun of him. He's my court mate. Let's drop an MTU. There was an MTU down here, but I feel like people would get really mad if I dropped an MTU. He ejected, yeah. Dude, he probably was like, oh, fuck, I'm tackled. Then he's like, fuck, this is my super pod. Like, had to eject. Made you use a bubble. Or been Idion Grit. Yeah, dude, people do what they want. Moonwalking the pot out like a Chad, yeah. What am I smoking? Absolutely nothing. I don't smoke. I find it disgusting. Alright, you guys want to see my computer crash? Oh yeah, look at all that loot. Hey Sager, how are you? She's on a cat high. Dude, I have battle scar. Oh, I didn't tell you guys about my cat. So I wanted to take her to the vet because first of all, she hadn't been to the vet in like years, like being with my parents. And so I was like, well, I'll take her to the vet, refresh on shots, do a general checkup because I was like, maybe she had like ear mites or something because my parents called it and the dog had ear mites, which is not surprising if you ever have dogs that go outside. So I was like, I'll just get her checked, like whatever, just in case, because I got her from my parents not even 2 months ago. And so the vet was like, well, she gets really anxious. We have some medicine you could give her. And I was like, well, sure. I'll get her medicine so that she can go in and get like shots and her ears checked. Like, no big deal, right? Well, it turns out giving a cat a syringe full of liquid, so not a shot syringe, but a syringe in the mouth full of liquid, like you give babies, was not the easiest thing in the world. And like, I have these 3 sort of claw marks on my hand. Like, they almost look like some shitty horror movie claw marks where like she just fucking mutilated me. So I chased her around my apartment for like an hour. She was mad. She hates me now. She won't even come say hi. And so it was a disaster. Total pain. Yeah, right? So I tried to be nice. Like, everyone was like, Rain, use a towel, wrap her up, and give her a shot. Western Front has fallen. This has not fallen yet. I would not say this has fallen yet. This was a good fight, though. This was good for morale, bad for morale and others. But I think it was a good fight for folks. She'll get over it. Dude, I hope so. She'll come around, human, give food. But, like, she was so mad at me, right? Like, and I was pissed. I was like, oh my god, so not only do I have these claws on my hand marks, right? But all over my legs, right? Like, I probably got blood on my pajamas because, I was bleeding from my hand trying to, like, wrestle my cat to the ground. And I'm, like, trying to be gentle. I'm not, like, just grabbing her by the scruff of the neck and whipping her around to, like, give her a shot. I was, like, trying to be super gentle. Bad idea. She just murdered me. But then, okay. Sit on cat. Take it back. Dude, no. She was so mad. She was so mad at me. Rain talking to... No, don't you dare link that, Para. But see, like, that's how I talk to her. I talk to her so nice. She meows at me. Alinity. Yeah, I did not alinity my cat. I tried to be very nice to my cat. Right? Because, like, she's family. I care about my cat. I'm like... And now I'm, like, traumatized because First of all, she's traumatized because I chased her around. It was really mean to her. I say really mean. But, like, I was mean to her in the cat sense of mean. Talk to your... Oh, and dude, that's so cute. Vets are not sadistic. My vet was really nice. Cat in a pillowcase. You got some hands once and you figured out how bad this crap could taste. The meds for the cat. It's fucking gross. Dude, I don't blame them. Tours are fighting fuckers as well. They don't like the syringe. Dude, it's the worst. Right? Everyone's so jealous they have mittens. All the melted snowflakes. Num. But yeah. That's my... So, anyway, I'm, like, scarred. And I had to, like, shower to, like... get all the blood off of me, right, to, like, compose myself. And then I was like, fuck, okay. So I didn't give my cat any anxiety meds. So not only is my cat, like, extremely pissed at me, she doesn't have the medication she needs. So that when I take her to the vet, she won't do this to the vet. You just gotta burrito him up. Dude, I tried that. It did not work. I tried really hard. She, like, busted out. It was like the Hulk. Like, just ripping out of, like, first it was, like, a towel. Then I'm like, I'll use a comforter because it's bigger. She was not having it. You give your cat some weed. I need to just, like, fucking hotbox her or some shit. Dude, the cat talk. Dude, don't make fun of me. You're the new Alf. Yeah. Cat chair. I need to do one of those things where I just, like, pin her in a box with just her head and then just, like, feed her some, like, anxiety meds. So I'm, like, Anyway, so we have tie-dye here. We have 500 in local. Why do we have tie-dye? So me meowing at my cat, that was me saying hi. She meows at me and I say hi to her in the same tone. Into a weed brain. Dude, I need to. The cat's stressed. But anyway, after all this work, right? The 2 hours of my morning, I was supposed to be giving my cat anxiety meds. Didn't work. I'm just like a disaster because she murdered me. Do you need some Jackson Galaxy to come over and take care of my cat? Dude, I just want my cat to be happy and healthy. Catnip, not weed. Does my cat get hyper pass out from catnip? I don't know. She just like kind of smells at it. I have some catnip toys. She just kind of hangs out with it. What up, Pro Hubs? Freya? No, this was Athena, my cat. But anyway, after all this work, I had to then put her in the cat carrier, which she knows she does not like the cat carrier. I was a disaster. Yeah, Athena. My cat's name's Athena. But anyway, so I'm like petting her, trying to like befriend her again. And then I'm like, okay, I have to put my cat in the cat carrier. So I prop it up, and I just grab her by the scruff of the neck, lift up, hey sis, how are you? And I just shove her in the cat carrier. Dude, I'm telling the story of taking the cat to the vet. Listen, ready? I'm doing good, thank you. So, but I'm not gonna piss on my cat, what the fuck? So I get her in the cat carrier and she's mad. She's like, pissed. And I'm like, oh god. My cat is a psycho. If she wakes up, she attacks you. Dude, that's so scary. Oh my god, dude. My cat is a bitch. So she has an attitude. But anyway, I get her in the cat carrier. I drive not even 15 minutes to the vet and she's yowling the entire way. Like I'm murdering her. Right? Like she's meowing the entire time. And it was like a meow, like a very distressed meow, not her normal meow, like when she talks to me. She's like clawing at the cat cage. And I'm like, oh my god, this vet's gonna die. They're gonna have to like walk in wearing like some body armor or some shit. Like I don't know what vets do for like dangerous animals. They're gonna have to like horse trank her from afar or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, we get to the vet. And I'm like a ball of stress because like I'm missing a meeting and my cat's like a disaster and all this and that. Throw up the feet cam. I'm putting up a feet cam. What the fuck? We'll watch you. Dude, you just have to play Eve. If you guys don't know, Pro Wife's my sister. If you guys want to throw her a follow. She plays Halo. She's played Halo for a long time. She's super fun to watch. I like sound super serious because I'm not talking about my cat. But anyway, get the fat host. I'm gonna host talking or Trash Talk Tuesday after this. Follow for nudes. No, you don't have my nudes. What the fuck? You mean sub? Oh my god. Cat Cam, Mad Annie 2.0. I could. If she were to hang out more, I'd put a cam for her. So he takes. Does that mean a total of both, or do you need? I think you need one of each fourth. Cause I tried it once with a mix and it didn't work. There's still 511, 500. We'll do. I'm gonna ping this for you guys. But yeah, anyway, we get to the vet, and this was the worst fucking part, right? So I'm explaining to the vet, I'm like, look, I have all these battle scars. I'm really sorry if my cat murders you. They're like, okay, we'll see how it goes. And I'm like, what do you mean we'll see how it goes? No fucking joke. So my cat's pissed, right? In the fucking cat cage. They fucking, no joke. Vet opens the cat door, reaches in, picks up my cat, not by the scruff of her neck, but by like under her torso, and is just like petting her, and he's like, good kitty. And she's just like frozen. Right? She's like not even like reacting. She's not meowing. She's not scratching. She's not hissing. Her ears aren't back. Yeah, go follow my sister. You can follow her for stories of her kid instead of her cat. She's my eldest niece, who's adorable as heck. But yeah, so this cat is such a bitch, right? So she's not. Can you showed up her cat? Oh, cat whisper, dude. No joke. He fucking showed me up, right? To get away with that crap. You're not a stranger. That saved the cat from the evil cat. Dude, like, and he was like petting her, and then no joke, they had to weigh her. So they set her, so I say they, so the doctor and the nurse, right? So they put her on the scale, and she doesn't jump away, she doesn't run, right? They can't hold her on the scale because it fucks the weight. So they just kind of like, kind of like block her in, kind of like with their hands, super gently, right? Or whatever. Here's some nerds kind of jumping out. Oh, here's the blockade runner. Or, oh, it's a sigil. Oh, so they might be intosising. Let me bring up these systems for you guys while I ramble about my fucking cat. Fuck. What was the other system? Related solar system. I think they won one. R&J. Did they win it? Sav. Oh my god, did they win this? Oh my god, they won it. They got it. They got this system. They have to drop their own whatchamacallit. What's the word I'm looking for? They have to drop their own IHUB and Entosis it to establish it, but they destroyed the init one. 9-6. Or 90. Oh my god, it's still ongoing. The attackers are winning that one. Holy shit, dude. The cat knows the vet will fuck her up. Save the cat. She knows the kid will absolutely watch more cat stories from the family. Dude, my cat's a bitch. NOL. That's in Delve. Op success. Pandafam will take 2 IHUBs for sure. No more resist. Can't believe NC test. Horde didn't kill me on the P5 attack gate. Yo, dude, you just gotta run. You gotta zoom fast. But yeah, and so not only that, so then the vet's like petting her, and he's like, okay, you know, like we'll check for fleas, check her. She didn't have ear mites, by the way. Like took the cat to the vet for fucking nothing. And then he's like checking her teeth, like digging at her mouth, you know, like not digging at her mouth, but like checking, like lifting up her lip to look at the teeth and the gums. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then like he's like petting her and shit. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? And he's like, we'll do those shots. Like, we'll get her an updated rabies shots. So we give those to her, like, literally, like, the nurse just kind of held her a little. Because, you know, it's the poke on the leg and they can feel that or whatever. She, like, didn't flinch, didn't yell, didn't hiss, none of that. And the doctor goes, wow, she's the nicest cat we've seen today. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I have all of these fucking battle scars. I literally fucking, like, destroyed all the trust I built in my cat so she can go to the vet and be perfectly happy. I'm like, are you fucking... And so I'm like pissed. Like, I'm not talking to her right now. She threw a fucking fit. All I wanted was to give her some anxiety meds. But no, she was perfectly fine. Yes, the vet saw my battle scars and he made the comment. He goes, make sure you keep putting Neosporin on that. Because he goes, that's really bad. And I'm like, don't worry, I know. Cat scratches can be, you know, can get infected, right? Obviously, I'm not a fucking idiot. So I, like, took a shower, washed my hands, put Neosporin all over it, like, disinfectant, etc. And he's like, keep an eye on those because it could get bad. And I'm like, if I have to go to the fucking hospital because my cat scratched me so bad that I got an infection, because cats are nasty, and that and then the cat didn't even get the stupid ass medicine, I'm going to like fucking just like murder this cat. Not literally, but I will just like mentally be like, you're a bitch. Cats like that at home, he hates other people and runs away at the vets. They're like, he's a model patient. Dude, all cats are like that, dude. I had no idea. This is like my first pet on my own. So I'm just like, no, I didn't even get to give her meds. They didn't work. She fucking kicked my ass. Like, the vet said something. He's like, what is this sticky stuff on her fur? And I was like, I don't know, but she like ran and hid under my sink. So I was like, maybe it's like dish soap or something. No, it turns out in the struggle of trying to give her medicine, it got all over her fur. I was like, well, great. Like, fucking great. Good job that does, you know? It's not like, what is it, acid or whatever that's absorbed through your skin. Ended up in the hospital because of cat fever. Yeah, cat scratch fever. Yeah, you have to be very careful with cat scratches. Like, that's why like pregnant women don't go near them or whatever. You thought your cat gave it was just the flu. It's the blood of her enemies, aka me. If it is, you will. Oh my gosh. You better not XD at me. I'm gonna be so pissed if they have to go get antibiotics or some shit, or if I get COVID from my stupid ass cat. But I was probably looking at you in disgust. Yeah, he's probably like, look at this idiot. Like, what the fuck, dude? Probably making fun of me after the fact. I was so mad. I was so mad. Cat vid? No, I did not take a video. She has hung out with me before. Plenty of times. The coof? What? Oh, the COVID? Is that what you mean? Make cat videos? Most of the time it's like, most of the time she's like super interactive or does funny stuff is when I'm like sleeping. She meows at me at 4 a.m. to wake me up. And then she sits next to me, so I pet her. F in chat for ring. Dude, don't do that. My future, it's 25 cats. They each have their own Twitch channel. I don't even, like, stream anymore. I just have a Twitch channel called Cat Cam. It's like those vet cams. Or not those vet cams. Those, like, doggy daycare cams. Where it's just videos of pets. I would totally fucking do it. That'd be an awesome job. Oh no, 4 a.m. alarm clock kitty. Dude. I get no sleep now because of my cat. Okay, so this is 60. We're gonna double check it. Alright, so you have to refresh it manually every time. It's really fucking annoying. But it's very difficult to tell, too. So we'll go to timer board. So you can see this. You have 2 cats? Hell yeah, dude. I only adopt black cats because they're most likely to put down. Yeah, black cats are like super scary to be around during Halloween because a lot of folks will just like do weird shit to them and it sucks. Like people being pieces of shit to cats. Like I generally don't actually I'll lie about that cuz I 100% judge people for being pieces of shit to animals. Like if you're a piece of shit to an animal more than anything else, I will judge the ever loving fucking shit out of you for being a piece of shit. Is this my camera? This is not my. Oh, this is my camera. Okay. You have new items, do I know? Oh yeah, I don't ever read that shit. Fuck that noise. Hope you have my affairs in order for when I die to cat scratch fever. My cat's gonna kill me. She's gonna like sit on my face. There are evil cats and dogs are so innocent, yeah. I always feel like with cats it sucks because once cats generally go feral, it's hard for them to be conditioned to not be feral, right? Whereas like if a dog is wild, you can kind of condition a dog back. Um, but yeah, people who are mean to animals. I'll say animals of almost any kind. I think there's very few animals or insects where I tolerate people being cruel to. One of them being mosquitoes. Like if you kill a mosquito, I literally won't care. But like people who kill spiders, I'm like, why are you doing that? Do you have a shinness? What does that mean? Here's another fleet. Where are they going? Should we follow them? P5 or YR? So YRNJ is the one that was done. Except snakes. No, I love snakes. My dad would have me help him mow the lawn because I would pet the snakes. Or I would pick them up and move them for him, but I like to pet the snakes. Fleas can fuck off. Dude, spiders are god tier. Yeah, ticks suck ass. Fuck fleas. Fuck mosquitoes. What are the other ones? June bugs. June bugs are like not right? Like they don't really fit into the same categories as people hate like fleas and mosquitoes and ticks and shit, but I fucking hate June bugs. Like they're so gross. P5. Oh shit, I warped to the wrong gate. Oh shit, you're right, there's a fight. Capital's incoming. Oh no. Was that one weirdo in channel? Hold on. There's a fight here. Let's make this small. Oh, so there's the IHUB there? That can't be being in Tosis now, can it? I have to wait. June bugs are annoying. Each spider you kill is one more mosquito transmitting fatal diseases out there. Yeah. Fucking Christ. My game froze. Hold on, team. Watch your language, please. You're a devout Christian. Then watch a different channel, Jamie. I love possums. They eat all the bad things. Possums are so bro tier. I mean, obviously you should leave them alone. Horseflies can fuck off. June bugs are annoying. Stare down. It's a Mexican standoff on the P5 gate. Drag bubbles and you're dead. I'm an addictor. Although I'm worried about dying, or not addictor, Jesus, a scepter. Why a cat? My apartment allows cats, and I've had cats before. What's up with that? Dude, I don't know. Thanks, CCP. Hope you didn't warp at 0. I did. I'm dead IRL. No one that needs to fucking die. Groundhogs. You mean they wreck stuff? I have no issue with groundhogs. Generally, most animals I don't. There are very few animals that I think are cruel. Insects are like kind of another story. That's a tie-dye feature. Tie-dye feature. So it froze and unfroze. Oh, magic. Jesus Christ. Whew. Did I jump? Didn't jump? Bless up, dude. Bless this leg. My ship is stopping. What do you mean I cannot do that while warping? What is wrong with this game, dude? Locations? I don't have any of those. Get a purple Martin house for the mosquitoes. Yeah, apartment rules, yeah. I travel way too much, and it's a lot easier to tell someone like, hey, can you come by like once a day and feed my cat, clean the litter box, and give her a bunch of pets, versus like a dog, which needs to be taken out all the time and stuff like that. Cats are a bird killer, but that's only assholes let cats outside. I don't let my cat outside. We would let my cat at my parents' outside, my cat at my parents' place outside, but that was with supervision because he would just like if we didn't, we were worried he'd run off or like a neighborhood dog's gonna get him or something. That's not a tie-dye feature. Oh my gosh. Cats are cruel. Yeah, I don't let cats outside. They are invasive species. According to the show you saw in the animal plants, cat kill the greatest variety of species and rarely do it for food. Yeah, they kill for fun. Similar to there's a lot of animals I think that kill for fun, and it always makes me like super conflicted. Right, like whale, is it like orca whales will just like toy with torture their food before killing it, sort of thing. I think that's sad. It's just a good channel to watch the Eve battle with good Christian overtones. Probably not an Eve one. You should watch a wormhole though. They have Bob. Bob's kind of like God, right? Oh no, you know what they're gonna do? They're all gonna jump. Oof. They're all gonna jump. Says that guy's 100 off. Can I do that while warping? Seen orcas do that too. I feel like this is a troll. Humans are animals with slightly abstract mind. Yeah. I would say humans have like the ability to be super compassionate compared to many animal counterparts, but humans also have the ability to be extremely fucking cruel. And I hate that. If you tell them you have a war reporter, they'll leave you alone. Nah, I won't worry about that. You're way too nice to be a big of a nerd. Why is that? Why can't nerds be nice? I think nerds can be nice. Saw a monitor getting tackled. So they must be still fighting over this IHUB. It's a circle of life. I know. Well, there's a difference between killing something to eat it, right? Like, that's like humans and hunting, right? Like, you can be like, wow, hunting is cruel, cruelty to animals. I'm like, yeah, sure, like, that sucks. Like, it sucks to kill stuff. Like, or at least from my perspective. Like, I have way too much empathy. But at the same time, humans have to eat. But then there's also the difference between, right, like, shooting a deer to kill it to eat it, and then, like, running around just, like, stabbing a deer with a knife in the side so that it slowly bleeds out and can't fight back, right? Like people do with bullfighting. Like, that is cruel and absolutely unnecessary. Training to hunt also a thing. Since planets and the sun exist, you can't have an infinite plane, yeah. Nature is savage. Nature can be extremely savage. Ooh, I think they might fight here. I also think oh my god, I probably went the wrong way. I don't know. We're gonna go back this way, team. Let's go back this way. Let's hope I don't die. You're beating, next sushi, you're beating the fish to death, yeah. Like, I just think it's so sad, like, to torture something before you kill it. Maybe one other animal, but human do it en masse with other species and humans. Yeah, and I think that's super unfair, Nick. Stabbing random people is what PL do best, though. I mean, PL is also a game, right? When you hunt deer, you want a nice clean shot. Fucking sucks to have to chase them and drag them out of the woods. Yeah, right? But, like, so I have friends who would hunt, and, like, that's how they treated deer. They're like, oh, yeah, you shoot them, and then you make sure they're dead, and then you can eat them. I'm like, great. And then they're like, yeah, man. And then there was, like, this raccoon, so we just, like, beat it with a baseball bat till it died. I'm like, you did fucking what? Like, what the actual fuck? And it's like, I'm ashamed to know people who do that, right? Like, even though I don't ever associate with them anymore, it's so fucking shameful. You need a local sushi place to open back up. No, dude, you need COVID to go away, Becky. They die worse than the deer that gets one tapped by a hunter. So, I do know some farmers, and most of the ones that I know are pretty nice to their animals. Right, so I know a guy who pig farms, and he talks about how, like, he has a on-farm generator, like, power, backup power generator. Raccoons are nasty. Squirrels, on the other hand, I don't care if raccoons are nasty now. You shouldn't torture them. But they, yeah, they talk about, or what? Like, he talks about how, like, when power goes out, he has a backup generator so that his pigs on his hog farm have heat in the winter and air conditioning in the summer. And I'm like, well, what about your house? And he's like, no, house comes second. Humans can survive in shitty weather. Animals, like, it's not good to have your animals not surviving in shitty weather. Capsules so people get on kill mail. That's different. That's in game, you guys. You have family beavers that live down by your stream, and Aussie shepherds play with them. Humans treat each other as horrid. Humans do treat each other terribly. They come on his farm. Yeah, but did he shoot and kill them, or did he torture them? You would never kill anything you wouldn't eat. Yeah. Fast way possible without much suffering. Raccoons live, squirrels die. Do you eat squirrels, Kenneth? Coons are fine. Girls, on the other hand, like she more than Ron. He's a rocket. I like Ron. Ron's a good dude. He has different perspectives than I do. These bred for production pigs, you can't live well in shitty. Yeah, you really like, and I don't get why a lot of people don't understand that, right? So some folks jumped in, now they're jumping. Some they jumped out, now they're jumping back in. So there's the horde fleet. So here you're gonna have what is this? Initiative Munins and Initiative. Is it Goons? Goon Sacrileges. So you have Munins, you have Sacs. This is the Test Munin fleet. And then I would say this is probably the Horde Munin fleet. Yeah, Horde Munins. And so they're duking it out. Right now, this kind of sucks for the Test and NC guy. Or not the Test, Jesus. The NCPL guys, right? Because they're tanking ideally 2 fleets. But hopefully, Horde can come in and kind of help them, back them up. People can be very compassionate towards those animal people, but incredibly cruel, apathetic towards those we don't. I know, that's what yeah, that's crazy, but for, like, how human nature be sometimes. It's crazy. New fight rewatching. No, this is a new fight, Xcron. Tool song about the carrots. Sorry, I bumped my mic a bunch because I was rubbing my eye. Squirrels taste terrible, though. Squirrel is very... I haven't had squirrel. I love squirrels, though. I think I'd probably be really sad if I had to eat squirrel. You can form the red blob down to the bottom a little bit more. The tip might look phallic. No, I'm not going to do that. So I think... I can't see my ship, so I'm going to assume I'm safe. Hell yeah, look, I'm safe. Please, nobody warp to me. Disney, your brother and squirrels came up to me. Hell yeah, did you feed them? I do that all the time. It's a really bad thing to do with wild animals, by the way. I'll kind of be hypocritical here. It's pretty bad to feed wild animals because what they do is they learn humans mean food. And so what they'll do is they'll approach people, which can be dangerous, right? Like you don't want wild animals approaching children, right? Or going up to crowded people or potentially the wrong people. But on the same time, innocent animals, right? Like birds or squirrels or rabbits. Some of those like cute little animals, which you would like to think nobody would harm. I think it's probably not as big of a deal. Where it becomes a big, big deal is when you feed wild, dangerous animals, like those idiots in Florida where they're like, yeah, guys, let's feed the alligators. And it's like, oh, so you're teaching alligators to approach humans and they can kill and eat humans. Okay. So they haven't dropped a new TCU yet in YR. Humans food, ergo eat human. Yeah. I've not tried beaver. I've tried alligator, puffin. Puffin's really good. I tried that in Iceland. I thought at one point I had turtle. I'm trying to remember. I've had a lot of like really random animals. Horse is really good, and that was like probably my biggest like concern with eating animals because I was like, dude, I fucking love horses. But like I did it in a country where it's legal and it's a first world country, so you like to assume they're not abused and shit. But who the fuck knows? Yeah. Feed seagulls, you get a New York seagull who fucking steals hot dogs out of your hand. Yeah, you gotta be very careful of that shit. The first time I ran into like a seagull out in California, I didn't realize how mean seagulls were because like where I came from, seagulls don't even go near humans. Right, so we'll get them at the beaches here in Iowa, and they just don't fuck with us. They don't go near people. Meerkats. Do you mean meerkats like wormholers or what? The other white meat kangaroo. I've not had kangaroo. How was gator? Gator was good. I mean, gator was one of those like if you go to a place and they try to like sell it to you like super expensive, I probably wouldn't pay for it. But if I was like, oh, a gator's not bad, would try again or eat again. Live in your tree with our acorns in your truck every day. The tinking sound was always admired. He had some sort of issue with me existing. He even stared down while throwing. Dude, that's awesome. Most people have been around to feed them. Oh yeah, horses are pretty good. I like horse, but I also know like in the U.S., horse meat is illegal. So therefore, when you find horse meat, first of all, it's illegal. But second of all, it's also like not humanely probably killed and stuff. You are the pro gamer wife. Take that name from your sister. I'm not a wife though. Fuck all seagulls. Seagulls are the reasons we can't have nice things. Yeah, the first time I ran into a seagull in California, I was like, oh, how cute. And I like fed it some popcorn. And it was Like, no joke, it was standing, like, and then I glance over, it's standing right next to a sign saying, don't feed the seagulls. I'm like, huh, that's weird. And then, like, later in, like, the amusement park we were at, I saw a seagull attack, like, a girl to get food, and I'm like, oh shit, that's why you don't feed the seagulls. And I felt so bad. I was like, I am enabling this behavior. Iowa's cornfields. We have a lot of lakes. Outside the Ozarks, we have nothing in Missouri. Ozarks are nice, though. Some people eat pumas. You can eat their paws because they're pretty meaty. Holy cow. Horse sashimi. Sheep has syphilis. What? That is such a random fact. Am I bad for eating a whale? Depends what kind of whale you eat. I've eaten whale before too, but it was a non-endangered whale, and it was in Iceland, right? So it wasn't like some place where they just fucking torture whales when they kill them. No, the American sends horses to Canada to butcher them and sell them to the UK and Europe. I did not know that, but I do know the U.S. has an issue with what are they, like derby races, like for horses and dogs. Like a lot of those animals just end up being put down, and it sucks and it's sad. Slugs have meningitis. All the seagulls attacked because of me. I single-handedly trained all these seagulls. I fed on them killing, and the horses can't walk. Can still walk. Yeah. Dude, that shit sucks. I hate that. No horse stories. Don't think you can take it? Okay. Who's fighting? So if you see, you got some red dots and you got some blue dots. And the little laser thingies are just like pew 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 shooting each other. Welcome to EVE Online, Jordan. So you have, what was this? This was the Munin Fleet. Or no, the Initiative Zealot Fleet. Fuck, where's the Munins? Initiative Munin Fleet versus, my camera angle's fucking up. This was the Goon Zealot Fleet. No, yeah. Sacrilege Fleet. Goon Sac Fleet. Is this the Zealot Fleet? Nope, more Sacs. And then you have PL Munins, PL Semis, Horde Munins. Who are these guys? These also Horde? Oh, this is Legacy Munins. Fraternity Jackdaws? Fraternity Jackdaws, yeah. All duking it out. Most vegetables have all kinds of animal and human DNA, you think? What do you mean? Like they've eaten them and can obtain their DNA? Or you mean just like with the way shit has evolved? If only you live close, you take me on a trip to Michelin radio places out here. Oh my gosh. There's a lady down the road who had a horse die. Dude, burying a horse is so massive. You know nothing of horse law? Can you not bury horses? Who's the leader of PL? That's Headliner. They really caused tie-dye again? Yeah. Dude, Jimmy, it never stops. I have to go join Trash Talk Tuesday at some point too. Locals at 1500. You think you have 6 feet deep is pretty good. You have to cut them up a little bit. Oh my gosh. If rain catches the sniffles. You mean like cat scratch fever? At least please behave in the local. These guys are moving out. Oh my gosh. We got some more carriers. Right, so here we can see, I would say Pandafam's dropping them first. So this is almost like a mirror matchup of what happened last time. So Pandafam's dropping carriers first, and one apostle. I'm assuming that's for these guys, or maybe it could be for their fleet. No, not an apostle. It's probably for the carriers. So what you could expect happen is a counter drop, another dread counter drop. Because of it. You tinker DNA to make it better. Oh, like, what is it? GMO type shit? Did you know it's illegal to bury a horse? Oh, because of the, yeah, because they explode or whatever it is. That sort of story. That my CEO cannot do anything wrong. Elise is good lad. Because the county had to, like, contaminate a large strip of land. Oh, damn. Round 2. Link Apostle. It says Lady Jaeger. I'll tape it out. You see it on stream? Pandafam dropping the hammer, yeah. That's endangering me? Oh no. Right, so I don't want to do the risk. So what they're probably going to do is have fighters come up here. Right, these guys made it off. They may warp out if they don't think they can hold. We could potentially see a counter drop, right? So we already had dread. The attackers dropped dreads on the defenders when they dropped carriers. Wouldn't surprise me if that happened again. Excuse me. Oh, there was a dread already. What's this dude doing? I think he's the only dread. Maybe he was the solo dread. That's why they started. Is this like a common thing to happen in Null? Generally, I wouldn't say to this level. There's just been a lot of big fights. Twist your tongue upward from your mouth and expand your throat. What does it sound like? I don't know. It could be a Hodred, yeah. I could. Oh yeah, they looks like they have a couple. So those could be Hodreds. The apostle is for Link. Oh, for Lynx. Oh, I thought you wanted me to type the name. I was like, okay. I thought you were gonna run like locators or some shit. But yeah, that would make sense. I thought carriers could do Lynx too. Sinuous Sacrifice. Dude, that was such a fun game. Made me so salty though. Yeah, those could be Hodreds. I don't know how to tell the gun, so I'm not gonna try. There's war going on. Yeah, called Vietnam because no one else can come up with a good war name. So I'm gonna circle jerk about the PL one we came up with. Oh, that was my chair. Sorry, team. Sounds like the IHUB died. So the IHUB and 6D. So the IHUB and Y, R, and J. Gosh darn it. The IHUB and Y, R, and J died. We'll see if another one came back up. It takes like 3 years, sorry. Locator, because your stream is so obsec. Dude, I didn't know, William, okay? I was confused. Which red fleet is in the bubble? This is the initiative fleet. No, it's the goon fleet, sack fleet. Is this initiative? Yeah, initiative fleet warping out. Oh, no, maybe it was those guys. Nope, there it goes. So initiative fleet warping out. Goon fleet left to die, may they rip. Hi Mari, how are you? Why is Mari not hanging out? What a jerk. They're still fighting here? Dude, this is a different fight. This is a second fight, Rick Zoo. Should call yourself In and Out instead of In It. This shit, I love this shit talk, dude. Like, Trash Talk Tuesday should just have a stream of local. Normally we get too much, like, trashy shit talk. This is good shit talk. Where's the In It Super Fleet? What the fuck? Let me look. So, in IGE, there's about 170. I do not see supers undocked, so I doubt they are bringing in supers. I would say for initiative, it's probably not their prime. I think initiative's stronger in Euro time zone. Oh shoot, I was gonna show you guys 9D. Goons lied and it died. More like Goons bailed and it died. Poor In It though. Yeah, so this fight's still kind of like dead even, I think. Gotta head out, or maybe for like the timer wise. By dead even, I mean nothing's changed. But take care, Bifford. Thanks for hanging out. Hope my battle scars here and I don't need to amputate. Yo, me too. Dude, if I lose my hand because of my cat, I'm gonna punch her with my stump. Just kidding, I'm gonna get a robot arm, and then I'm gonna win every arm wrestling match I face. Just turn this threat against my cat's life. No, I love my cat. Don't get all handsy now. Yo, dude, lose my hand. Alright. So this fight looks like it's about over. By about over, I mean nothing's really probably gonna happen. Right, so these nerds are gonna kill the initiative guys. It looks like initiative. Yo, dude, where's your bubble, bro? Where's your bubble? Yeah, these are Hodreds. Look at that. Shooting them. Battle report. Yo, you need like a second battle report. Is my cat named Gigax? No. Her name is Athena. Or Tina for short. She is a brat. With a big capital B. Meow. I say hi to her. I say it like really high pitch. She'll come in and go meow or whatever the fuck she does, and I go hi. And then she usually just chatters with me. And then I ask her what she wants, and she doesn't answer because she's a cat. Don't they eat cats in China? They eat everything in China. Classic cat owner move. Right? Yo, if you don't talk to your pets, then can you even call them your pets? Like, real talk. If you don't talk to your animals, what are you even doing as a pet owner? There are Ishtars undocking in IGE. I do not know why they would be undocking Ishtars. Yo, it said 1776, America's birth year, USA, USA. This is where one of you corrects me for history stuff. Should send her cat to China. No, I would not do that. You guys don't realize, like, I would probably murder someone for my cat. Right, like, the moment I knew, and this was, like, my struggle with, like, adopting a cat, I was like, fuck, dude, if I get a cat, there's no way I can let this fucker die. And so I was like, what do I do? What do I do? So I got a cat, and now I'm like, okay, well, now every single cent I own will go to making sure this cat stays alive. So if my cat randomly is like, hey, I broke a leg, I'm like, well, fuck it. You're getting fucking surgery then. Fixing your leg. And she's like, oh, I have cancer. I'm like, well, we're gonna give you fucking radiation and chemo to make sure you're okay. Like, I will do whatever it takes to take care of my cat until the vet is like, quality of life will be so shit for your cat. Like, my other cat, like, he was such an idiot. He was, like, dying, and the vet was like, yeah, he's probably not gonna live for a year. And then he lived for, like, 4 years. And as part of that, my parents went on vacation, and they left him with me for, like, a week. And he's diabetic, so I had to give him shots. And the little fucker never showed me any love, like, while I was at my parents' place, like, during high school and college and shit. And then, like, the moment they bring him up here to fucking to my town, I was gonna say to Iowa, but my parents are from Iowa. He's just like lovey-dovey. Like, I deliberately set up okay, take care of Thekla, quality of life, by going to sleep right now. Good night. Take care, dude. When you were sick, my dog knew it, and he was by your side the whole day. Yeah. Cat meat, a little sour, need a lot of spices. I don't know if I could do cat meat. I had the chance to try dog while in China, and I didn't want to because I was, like, scared I would be sad about it. I don't know. Science says that baby talk and pets talk are the same. Yes, they are. They fucking better be. That's horrible. Sorry, proud owner of 3 males, and your sacred dog knew it. Americans eat cows. Fuck yeah. Crazy cat lady. I am. 100% crazy cat lady. Is this pre-recorded? No, bell ringer. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe I knew you would talk in chat, and I prepared this. This is or this was been a fight. I think their FC either got whipped or scrammed. So if you look, they were in a line and now they're not. So they may have just stopped approaching or something. It could be maybe this guy. He's leading the pack, kind of. And see nothing but in it Munins. You're so confused. No, no, no. So we're on a different gate. Go to a different gate. We are on the P5 gate? Yeah, we're on the P5 gate. This is a fight and people are dying. So if you look at them shoot each other, I could probably pre-record a fight and just be like, yeah, the Munins are fighting the sacrileges. Oh no, there's jackdaws warping in. Bombers decloak. Like, right? Like, that could apply to any fight. About eating our pets while a giant war in the street. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably on a different gate, Belgringer. No worries. I would not eat my pet. What are you talking about? That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about, like, going into debt to save my cat, because I'm one of those people where I feel like if I get a pet, you have to commit to the pet, right? It's like when you have a kid. You don't have a kid, and then you're like, Timmy broke his arm. You just gotta put him up for adoption, I guess, right? You make sure your animals and your kids and your family are taken care of. Right, so now they're kind of looks like they're starbursting a little, like right here. They're probably like all trying to escape. What they're gonna do is like expand and then try to warp off. You could see more. It looked like more stuff was jumping in. You guys want to do risky clicks? Risky click. Oh no. Yulin Day, what the fuck, bad. This guy mod. What? Look at those. So, like, there was some drones that they were trying to pull in before they warped off, but you can see all the fighters. So it looks like, oh, just some subcaps battling. These are fighters out here. What is that link? I don't know if I want to click that link, Tori. Okay, guys, that link is safe. It's Cat Scratch Fever. Yeah, so there's some nerds like warping out, so they're trying to scramble and warp. So now it's gonna be up to the carriers and the dictors to bubble everyone, or like use their fighters to keep people tackled. Ooh, bubble went off as some folks warped. Oh, I think it was different folks. Okay. And all four clients right now. No, I turned two of them off. Yulin Day when they killed dogs. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I don't know the. What is it? Holiday? Is that a holiday? Festival? Whatever the fuck in China. Goons bout to be gones. Got him, yeah. That makes you sad. Yeah, I mean, other cultures do different shit. Nothing new. Yeah, you guys should go follow my wife. My wife, Jesus. My sister. Her name is Pro Life, which is why I fucking called her wife. She's married though, so don't hit on her. What is my game? What are you doing, game? Should go follow my sister. She's playing Halo right now. Tiny dog followed her. Hell yeah, dude. When we run out of food, China will start eating. No, don't eat your pets. What the fuck? Send on the fort. You're a founder. Hell yeah, tiny dog. That's awesome. That's also really funny. You gifted her mad subs. Fuck yeah, dude. I know she's trying to do like more with like the Halo community, but she's like not like I'm like super social media savvy since playing. She just got triple since playing Eve, right? Like I have a Twitter and I don't have my own Discord, but I'm active on Discord, so I know it all. I feel like kind of. I feel like she's like trying to bust in that. If a girl's on the internet, isn't she just asking to get hit on? No, Gremlin. That's not how it works. That's like saying just because a boy's on the internet means he wants to be called a neckbeard. That's rude. You don't say that. You read it as pro-life with a lisp. No, it's pro-wife. Personally, never understood why people complain about eating dogs or cats and proceed pigs or cows. Like, what the fuck? I mean, people have their own thing, right? My thing is just as long as you're not cruel to an animal, I really don't care what you do. Right? Like, don't mistreat animals. Don't neglect them. How married is she? She's very married. How like do you have different levels of married? What? If you don't eat those little buggers, will eat you. Dude, like my cat's gonna eat me. Hey K Roofox, so many bubbles. Uh-huh. They're trying to keep this Init fleet tackled. Was it Init Zealots? Sacrileges. No, it's Goon Sacrileges. Init Zealots, I think. No, it's Init Munins warped out earlier. Sausage bubble. You guys are inappropriate. I know what you're trying to say. Oh, I'm a boy. Hi. Hi. She gotta take it to the next level, my sister. Oh, Vietnam is back. Hell yeah, Goldie. Alright, so they're still tackling him. Fuck yeah, dude. Already over? Did you miss the fun? Dude, this has been the second fight. Pilatus. Did I say your name right? So there's been one timer one that was, oh gosh, let me see if I can remember how to say it. YNJR or something like that. This second timer is being fought over, if you look. So 9D60 or 60. So that's currently being in Tosis right now, which is why these fights are happening. Let me see if I can see related solar system. They really salty and local. Do not let them be salty. It'll be fine. YRNJ. That was close, I think. So this one, YRNJ fell. So the IHUB fell. But I don't know if it's been replaced. Yeah, I don't see another IHUB in place yet. That could be because of tie-dye. That could be because of fighting. So who knows? Speculating about eating dogs and hitting on your married sister. This chat. Dude, who the heck knows? Hey, Blooded. How are you? We're watching a fight. It's like putting animals in machines. Make your sis social media and get her to make some YouTube clips. That would be good, yeah. YouTube, that's a good idea. Especially like, do you guys remember old school Halo? Where people would make like cheesy YouTubes and they would play like Chop Suey to them? They're like, yeah guys, look at this compilation. And it was just like sniper shots and shit. You have no idea what's happening? Do you play Eve, Blooded? There's a big war going on in Eve. So you have the attacking forces here, which are Pandafam and Legacy forces. They're shooting the Reds, which are the defenders, so the Imperium, including Initiative. And they're doing this because the Constellation has a couple of IHUB timers out, which control the SOV system. So if they're able to take the IHUBs, they would then own the SOV, and it gives them an advantage for things like placing structures, kind of owning the region. It takes a lot of effort, but it's worth it if they're going to beat the defenders. And open a bubble shop in Delve. Yeah. Linkin Park. Yeah, they play Linkin Park. Plays Eve. You're sure she'll discover on Twitch through osmosis. You feel weird clicking on your family links. No worries, Lavacano. Saptoflees just logged in. What happened? There was a massive brawl. By massive, I say it was about 2 hour brawl earlier. And L Tac A on the D4 gate. Imperium dropped about, I think it was like about 20 carriers. And then they got counter dropped with dreads and carriers from Pandafam. The legacy alliances showed up, so it was like 2 legacy fleets and 1 test fleet. Seeing Lumpy Malenger brings up some bad memories. Oh my gosh. Mishap the fleets just logged it. Oh, sorry, I was just repeating that. So Panfam forces held. They took down an IHUB in the Taurus region, or the Taurus constellation, which is the constellation we're in now. And now they're fighting over a second one. I believe fighting over a second one means they're just trying to fight these fleets and like kind of keep each other at bay. Still don't know what is happening? Ah, what do you mean? Did you play Eve? Oh, you're about a month into the game? The long story short is there's a bunch of big alliances and they're really mad at each other, so they're fighting. What are you witnessing here? This is now cleanup crew. Whew. Look at these nerds. This is cleanup crew from the attackers. So the blue guys. Blue guys are now cleaning up the reds. The one thing is some of the reds, we could see a counter dread drop, which I don't think that will happen, but who knows? I'm married to the state. I'm not married. Ron had all the old frag video music on earlier that felt like 10 years ago. Hell yeah. Quick recap. No problem, Pi. Who won? The attackers look like to be their winning so far. But this is think of it as like a battle in a big war. Right? You don't win one battle to win the war. You have to win multiple battles over a long period of time. So today it looks like the attacking forces are Pandafam and Legacy. One. But it's going to be more of a long-term commitment than this. It's a monitor. No, I don't think so. An augurer. Man, pour one out. This poor dude. Why PL gotta be blue? Because I'm in PL. That's why. That's why the attackers are blue, because I'm allies with them. So it makes it easier on my end to stream this stuff. I'm gonna try. Whoops. I'm trying to shift. Looks more blues than reds. Yeah, so, I mean, local 1600, there's obviously not 1600 people right here that you can see. So some of the defenders ran off, which is pretty fair for them. I wouldn't expect them to stick around and die if they start losing or getting blobbed. There's something here. I can't see it. Fuck, dude. I think there's something being in Tosis here. There must be a node. Yeah, more stuff jumping in, it looks like. Alright. What's blobbing? Blobbing is where one side brings a significant amount more than the other, right? So if you have a fleet of 100 and your enemy has a fleet of 100, that's probably what most would call like a decent, fair fight. Maybe not fair, but a good fight. A lot of red forces have been blowing up or warped away, yeah. When people say blob, it's like if you're like, hey, I'm going to bring 100 people, and then your opponent brings like 200, 300, 400, that's getting blobbed. So right now, the attackers, I would say, collectively, characters in their alliances have like a shit ton, like 3 times as many as the defenders. I say characters in alliances versus players because it's very difficult to tell the number of people, right? So like, I have like 5 characters in my alliance, but I'm one person, right? But those 5 characters is more than if, you know, I had a peer, like one of you guys, and you only had 1 character in your alliance, and our alliance is where I war. Goons are the good guys, so they should be blue. But I'm against the goons though, and it makes it easier. Goon, hat goon, yeah. A lot of folks don't like goons. That's why a lot of folks are shooting goons. Change the colors right now. You're telling Mr. Whiskers. You should tell Mr. Whiskers. Yeah, just like our corp. Dude, that's awesome. Who's your corp blooded? Goons have never been the good guys. Imperium have the numbers to blob right back if they wanna. I mean, to be fair, they've brought a lot. Like, I wouldn't say they've gotten out blobbed in every fight. There's been many fights or form ups where I've seen like they've really like shown their numbers. Oh, no one's special? Okay. Admire goons, quintessential villains. Yeah. Goons are very easily depicted, I feel like, the bad guys of Eve, and I feel like they've embraced that, and sometimes it bites them in the ass. No one's special yet. Oh, hell yeah. Gonna be a good guy soon enough. Kangu's been fighting for so long, they should just team up and take over everything. Gosh, that would be so dull, though. You have to play their strong hands, yeah. I mean, they haven't really needed to, right? Like, people keep asking for, like, a super brawl, and it's like, why would you drop supers when, like, right here, you can drop carriers and dreads and it'd be fine. Like, how dunked is Blob? The Blob here, I believe, would be, excuse me, the attackers, and they didn't get dunked. Or maybe they did, I don't know. Maybe they lost some shit. Fights goons losing strategic lull into enemy into complacency and waiting to drop the hammer and defeat the evil pandemics forever. That could be. Someone just take over everything and the game dies just like the China server. I would hope not, Rusty. That would suck. I don't think I'd like to think that nobody in this game wants the game to die. Like nobody actively playing the game wants the game to die. I think that would not be a good outlook on, playing games. Like it's bigger than this one, it gets kind of dull. Depends on who's calling fleet. I think if like it becomes, I mean, the fights get bigger. If the tie-dye weren't as bad, but the fights were still large, like if it was like 1,000v 1,000, it can be pretty entertaining. I think that's pretty like fun. Like I had a lot of fun in decent amount of tie-dye in the GOTG war, and it was like 1,000v 1,000. I thought it was so much fun. Need another 10 years, yeah. Can a crow avoid all bubbles? Yes, Goldie. So a crow can, a raptor cannot. Both are interceptors, but raptors will die. Is this a monitor, maybe? Nope. Absolution. He got caught out. Oh, is this a monitor? These guys are caught and dying. Oh, that's a sack. Who's this guy? Sack. Bro, have you ever met players who are far more dysfunctional do something sensible like work together on the hell level? Dude, you players get impatient. There's always egos involved. If there's no tie, then the game would be so epic. Do you remind me? Crow's a great ship. I mean, if you want a scepter, I think one of my alts can fly a crow. I remember flying a crow earlier. It's rain. You thought it was Suetonia's stream. Hi, like French. How are you? How'd you mistake me for Suetonia? You can't even see my forehead, dude. Crow's the worst fleet intercept in the game currently. I mean, it does get the bonus that it avoids bubbles, but if you're talking about in comparison to like being able to sub 2-second align, I think it can barely do that. So that's for about 10-year increments. CB's giving me everything you asked for. I'm not gripping my bunk bed. I'm not elite pico ganging, like double clicking in space with my tactical overlay, talking mad shit in a kestrel. Suetonia stands. If there was not a, can I bring my Drake fleet? Hear how derogatory you said that word, dude. Yes. Trash Talk Tuesday. I know. I should go watch Trash Talk Tuesday. You guys want to go join Trash Talk Tuesday? You guys should check out my sister's stream. You were on comms. Oh, hell yeah. So my sister's streaming. You guys should throw her a follow. I'm going to circle jerk about how great my sister is because she's my sister. That's like my job. Ron's streaming as well. So if you prefer Ron, otherwise, we're going to go to Trash Talk Tuesday. I'm going to throw them the host. They are great talk show. My sister's great, dude. I love my sister. Well, bubble gates, a crow is useful. Yeah, that's for sure. Dude is a derogatory term. No. Interesting pro god can sack by... Pro god got sacked by Keepstar? Fucking rip. You can't say it right. No, dude. Redline's my bro. I had to fucking shitpost on the channel with him. Gonna simp for my sis. Oh yeah, you guys can go watch my sister if you don't want to watch me on the Redline channel, the Trash Talk Tuesday channel. All right, I'm a raid. Looks like this fight's over. That's 2 fights with both Pandafam / Legacy winning. Sack. So I guess props to them. We'll see about how the IHUB does. I'm guessing the IHUB's gonna fall. If you're curious about extra fights going on, you can see them on Trash Talk Tuesday. But take care, team. Hope you all have a good night. Thanks for hanging out.